Okay, so I think I'm ready to go. Let the session begin. Party, it is about midnight, thereabouts. Y'all drove off the headcrab and headcrab zombies. I believe the party was going back to sleep / back on watch. I confess I do not recall whose watch it was. It has been about a month.
It was Bellatrix's watch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 10/14. I just did a search for it. It's actually been about a month. So Bellatrix, you're on watch. Cleo will, of course, go back to sleep. I need to check. I forget if she spent any spells.
Have you asked what we're doing?
So yeah,
because session ended with us just killing them all.
Right. So, Northern Party, day 1:30-ish, 12 a.m.-ish, y'all doing? And I apologize for typing errors.
I ain't got no more food. You ate it all. Don't look at me like that, you little pig.
Bellatrix moving the dead body before going back to her watch. Garrick retrieving his throne helmet, putting it back on, then moving the dead bodies before going to sleep. Okay. I am waiting for Diana.
Formations. This doesn't add up then.
What doth not add up?
6, 7, 6 to 8. 9 to 10. 10, 11, 12.
Alright, let me know when you're ready, Gaiden. Gaiden, yes, Aiden. Jesus, can't talk.
Okay.
So, Aiden, you ready?
Well, I was trying to figure out whose watch was it actually, and if it's like 1, then we're off by a few hours here of the watch schedule.
Right. In actual answer, it literally is just now midnight. Time ticked over. Like, it was day 129, and then the party ended at, oh, hey, it's day 130.
And night starts around like 7 p.m., right?
Mm-hmm. 8-ish.
Alright.
It's not exact for a reason, because it's usually never exact, and there is variance. So, anyways, you might want to consider that watch in a second. Garrick, give me a perception check as you go to retrieve your helmet.
Nope.
Nope. Okay. You go over to retrieve your helmet, and sadly you miss the headcrab that had just crawled away from it, and it goes to attack you. You can give me an initiative roll.
You said last time that one had already left.
It was fleeing. These things don't move fast. Anyways, give me an initiative roll. Okay, your armor class is
4.
4.
Well, no, because when we ended, I had asked, I look over at my helmet, do I see the head crab? He said no. Like, it's night. Infravision.
Okay, give me a second to consider this, because I might have fucked up, in which case I'll give that to you. Okay, give me a second. So you chucked it. I remember asking how far away you chucked it. Do I have that noted down? Probably not. 1 second, my phone just beeped.
He did say he threw it as hard as he could.
Yeah, towards the ground, but, you know, still far off. So it should have smashed the damn thing. Unless this thing made some sort of dexterity check. 11, 20.
Funny enough, it did. 1 second. Sorry, it's my older brother. I told him I fed the fish, and he's confirming I fed the fish, and now the fish are fed, and I don't have to worry about that anymore. He has fish, but he's out of town, so I had to feed them.
It is good that the fish are fed.
Yes. Okay, so Garrick, you chuck that thingy. Your infravision as a half-orc is the standard 180 feet. You're in a campsite, though, so your infravision's negated as that goes out of the range of the campfire's light. So, yeah, I suppose I misspoke last. You would not have seen your helmet because you chucked the fucker. Right. So meanwhile, this thing, you know, it did... Oh, hey, I'm flying. Detach. Hits the ground. Manages not to die because these things are pretty weak, all things considered. And for what it's worth, it does try and hit you and misses.
Okay.
But yeah, this thing jumps
Attack.
and screeches at you. Okay, roll to hit.
Okay, let's see. Garrick, you are that hit. 11 at 4.
11 at 4th, nice. That hits. You can dice your damage if you feel like it. If you're +3 to hit, I'm pretty sure it's dead. 13 points of damage. You cleave this thing in two. Right. Duly noted. I'll add that to XP. XP calc. North party, 1 head crab. Okay, and that actually is just that much XP. Okay. So
if you say this is like 1 a.m.
12 a.m. actually,
right?
but yeah.
12 a.m. Yeah, this is Garrick's watch, not Beltrick's watch.
Well, regardless, Garrick, you will retrieve your helmet. The thing did jump off it, and then didn't lay in wait for you. It was going away, but it heard the vibrations. It's like, ooh, food? Because these things aren't smart. And, yeah. Now you know.
Stupid bug.
Bug. Yes, these are bugs. So, Garrick, I assume you're getting the helmet back, moving the bodies.
Yeah, we're moving them about 100 feet from the campsite, but still within line of sight.
Okay.
If something comes for them, we want to see. And if it's like something really big, we're just going to let it have it. If it's something small, like wolves again, yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Okay. So just so I got the numbers in my head correctly, you're moving at how many feet away?
100 feet.
100 feet, okay. You should be able to. They're man-sized bodies. You got the strength for it.
What would they both be?
Wooded areas. You're dragging blood and guts on the ground at some point. These things...
Well, I mean, technically Garrick did bisect like half of them.
And yeah, with 2 of your characters with their high exceptional strengths just tearing into these things, it's something. The smell is very unpleasant. Alright, now, the thing that you're scouting for is to the northeast. You're setting these bodies up to the northeast, northwest. Give me directionality.
So the thing is northeast, so I will say we put them to the southwest.
Southwest, back towards the way you came, okay. That is duly noted. Alright, so who's going back on watch?
If I'm correct in my assumption that we start watch at 7, I could be wrong with what we assume is 7. Then technically this would be the end of Garrett and the beginning for Cleo.
Alright, Cleo is amicable to start her 2 hours of watch, because you do have her for 2, right? Let me check formations.
Yeah, she has 2 hours, and her and Diana have the only 1 hour thing.
Okay. Well, Cleo will agree to start her watch. She is triaging, making sure y'all are at good HP. Anyone down?
100%.
100%.
Okay. Okay, well, Healbot, as you've called her, goes on watch. Everyone else is going to bed?
Yes.
Alright. Well, Healbot is keeping the fire going. She's human, it's cold. Okay, so fire going, and what do we got here? Okay. So, at this point, that goes to there, and let me just quickly check this out. The regular kind should be fine tonight, I think. No reason to go that mean on them. Oh my. That is a nasty monster. I should not throw this at you at all.
That makes me want to say throw it at us, but we're level 1s.
Yeah. Alright. These things it is. What's the number appearing?
Be kind.
That's a pretty kind amount. Give me a second, I need the dice spot here to roll some big numbers quickly. God damn. Talk about your disparity there.
Oh shit, I forgot to update my, out of here. When... No. Okay, Splint gives me a 4. I got use a shield. Something like that. Okay, yeah, there we go. Everything's good. Wunderbar.
Okay. Well, party, y'all can give me a round of perception checks. You have a bonus of 1. Cleo, on the other hand, fails with her bonus of 3. Natural 20. Good old Cleo.
Garrick makes it, and so does Beltrix.
Dom, give me a second to consider that.
I just make it with that bonus. And Double M, I was... Oh, do you want to keep this in DMs, or may I talk about it in voice?
Oh yeah, you can talk about it in voice. So the answer is that the temple does provide for a cheaper cost than you'd get just buying it on the street, but for first adventurer, it's like, just keep it in your head. You aren't going to encounter anything too crazy, and if you can, just keep it in your head.
Head crabs?
Well, yeah, you're going to have to try and keep that in your head. They weren't expecting you to find that.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Okay, well, I'll need that perception check with a bonus of 1.
I said I passed.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so yeah, those of you that passed, which does not include Cleo, will awaken to the sound of wolves baying in the distance. And by the distance, I mean, maybe 100 feet or so away by the sound of it.
Garrick and Beltrix will both turn their vision towards where they put the corpses.
Okay, Diana, what are you doing?
Following Garrick and Bellatrix, my infravision isn't as good as theirs.
Alright. Well, y'all, with infravision, are inside a campsite with a roaring campfire, and that kind of spoils your infravision. Are you going outside the campfire light and letting your infravision adjust?
Yeah, but if we got up, okay, well, yeah. We didn't state we get up with our backs to it, so yeah. That's my fault. Yeah, we'll step into the darkness, but not too far, just enough to get the infravision up.
Okay, that's gonna take a little bit. Diana, are you following suit?
Yes, I am following suit.
Okay.
It's like a few seconds at most to do.
It's the
I'm
blinking and
more or less
letting you
saying
focus.
it outside for me more than you.
Okay, so y'all are gonna, get up and squint and rub your eyes and that kind of stuff, try and get it, and after a short bit of time, call it maybe 10 seconds to adjust at most, Bellatrix and Garrick, you've got the infravision. Diana, what is the radius on your infravision? What's the range on it?
2 tens of yards.
2 tens of yards is 60 feet. Y'all moved that 90 feet, means there's a 30-foot distance. The campfire has a 40-foot thing, if I recall correctly. Let me check. DM screen. Torch is 40 feet. Campfire would be at least a torch, probably bigger. Alright, so yeah, you'll catch this too.
Campfires are, well, in real life, they don't give out that much light, just enough for around the campfire itself, and then maybe, if you're lucky, maybe 2 feet outwards.
Well, running off of D&D logic here.
I know, D&D, these boys did not go outside.
Gary Gygax was
not
in the basement with his friends for quite some time, and it shows. Regardless, that's what I'm going to run with for now for game balancing purposes, which is part of the reason I assume they did it how they did it. So yeah, there are wolves indeed. Bellatrix, you don't think these are the same wolves as before? With your perfect memory, you might recognize a couple things of the wolves that tried to eat you.
We'll count how many there are.
There are 5 of them, and they're dragging 1 or 2 of the bodies, by the looks of it.
Only 5. Let them have it. It's the reason why we put them out that far. Go back to bed.
Well, Cleo at this point is like, "Hey guys, what are you doing up? What happened?"
Wolves.
Oh.
They went after the bodies from those things we killed.
That's good. That's good. Mind you, party, it feels like it's been about 10 minutes of sleep.
We're going back to sleep. Carry on.
Right. So the wolves are going to make off
Garrett
the
just kind of
bodies,
shrugs.
and Cleo goes back on watch. Diana, I assume you're going back to your sleeping bag or bedroll and so on and so forth?
Yep.
Alright, well, Cleo finishes her next, her 2 hours of watch. And Cleo is waking up Bellatrix as per the watch order.
Mm-hmm.
Making it... Give me a second. That becomes that time of day, roughly.
We'll stalk the fire to keep it warm because, it is a cold night, as you stated.
Yep.
But we'll keep back to it while, rotating around slowly, hand on crossbow, looking around. My normal.
You're normal. Okay. Well, obviously you're not going to be able to maintain your infravision while simultaneously stalking the fire, but otherwise you'll do your best to maintain it.
Yeah.
Alright, well, your 2 hours will pass without event that you are aware of. The sun has not yet risen.
We'll wake up Garrick for his watch.
And Garrick for his watch. Alright, Garrick, I'm assuming much of the same. We may have had a miscommunication in timing there, because I think Bellatrix is actually on, her second watch, switching into Garrick's third watch. But if you'd like, just to smooth
Garrick
things
only
out.
has 2 watches.
Garrick has 3 watches, according to the night watch. Not 3, 2. Brain.
Yeah, Bellatrix has 2.
So the Bellatrix, Garrick both have 2. Cleo and Diana have the other 2. So the point being, that encounter occurred at the end of Bellatrix's watch, and should have gone into Garrick's thing, but Garrick, you went immediately to Cleo. I think we had a breakdown in communication. So just to keep things...
You said it was 1 a.m.
Yep. Technically 12 a.m.
Bellatrix ends at 11.
Give me a second. That is correct. So it would actually be mid-Garrick's watch. Point being, party, I can fast track this here and we'll get this fixed up
Yeah,
next
go
time
ahead.
around. The rest of the night passes without encounter that you all are aware of.
Alright. Get
So,
back up. Standard morning routine.
Yep, the sun rises, light shines upon Denalia. Alright, eating standard morning routine. Okay, you've got Cleo, doing what you can for breakfast, rations. Okay, party's over there.
Beltrix will take 30 minutes to trace a basic image of the head crab on one of the papers.
Okay.
So she, has a copy. She'll work on it every so often when they stop to eat for lunch.
Okay. So are you doing this for breakfast or when you stop for lunch?
While eating,
Okay.
she'll do first 30 minutes here while eating, then, when they have lunch, she'll do it then, and dinner, she'll do it then, and then you go to sleep.
3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I think I was just called. Give me a second.
Okay.
Alright, mic check. Am I still here? Yes.
No.
Very sad. Okay, so I know what that is. Let me go roll one of those up real quick. Or more than one, depending. That is so far from where I want to be, it's not even funny. That's also not it, but closer. Okay, there's common and uncommon varieties here. I'm gonna go for a D6. 1 through 4 is the common, 5 is the first uncommon, 6 is the second uncommon. Interesting. I'll need just a minute here. Apologies.
It's okay.
Okay, that's fun. And these are this many. Let me just do this real quick. Okie dokie, monsters are ready to roll. So party, y'all will eat breakfast, and how quickly are you eating breakfast for?
Calmly. No reason to rush unless someone wants to rush.
Nope. Nothing from Cleo, at least to that regard. Diana, anything from you?
Not rushing.
Okay, well, in that case, party, y'all can give me some perception checks.
Pass by 11.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Garrett sees it a mile away.
Alright, there is no bonus of 1 here, but same difference.
Yeah.
2 and 5 respectively. As opposed
Well,
to
I just copy pasted it.
Yep. Much easier. So, yeah, party. You will have perceived the sound of something big and heavy stepping on branches making cracking noises. The sounds are coming from the southwest. Or my bad, the northwest. I apologize, northwest. And y'all will look in that direction. There are a couple of bears, black bears, wandering in the direction of the campsite, sniffing at the air.
Ah, shit. I remember when I used these on you all and you all almost died.
Question. Do the rations that we get have any form of meat in them?
Oh, iron rations? Yeah, there's a bit of meat. Dried, salted.
I like where you're going, Diana, but they ain't gonna be enough in that thing for this thing.
I mean, I have a week's worth of iron rations on.
Yeah,
me.
that's just a snack. Like these things eat half a ton in one sitting.
Do you want to fight these things?
I don't think we got a choice.
Cleo, what do you have? She has a two-handed sword, that's right. Cleric of Zarbod. I remember now. I should really write that down. I just have her listed as Cleric of Zarbod. Drawing dual short swords just in case. Alright. Okay, Bellatrix leveling the crossbow, then going for shield and bastard sword one-handed, going for a headshot on the right bear. Keep in mind distance. These guys are about 20 or so tens of yards out at this time, which is about 600 feet. Like, you all heard the crunch of them, you know, going through the brush. They're bears. They don't really try and sneak so much. They hunt.
Alright, well then I missed the distance.
Okay. So you can certainly aim those crossbows. You can even fire them. You're within range, I believe.
They're heavy crossbows, so I don't actually
Probably.
know their range distance.
Heavy crossbow has a small range of 8, a medium range of 16, and a long range of 24. So these guys would be in medium range. But my bad, they'd be in long range.
We'll then hold off on the crossbows fire until they get closer and see what they do. And
Okay.
if they continue and they see us and they charge us, then my actions.
Okay.
I hope that made sense.
That makes sense, yeah. You're basically getting the crossbow ready, leveling it, lining up the shot, and should it happen, then proceed with the actions.
Yeah. If they come towards us but they're veering off to either one side of our camps to go around us, no shot. But if they come directly at us and they charge us, then shots.
Okay.
Shots.
Duly noted. You're trying not to enrage them.
Yeah.
Unless you need to defend yourself. So, as they get closer, you will note there are 3, not a couple, 3 black bears. Yeah, they're sniffing at the air, prowling closer and closer. They're not moving incredibly fast right now, maybe a movement speed of 6 tens of yards per round or so. About half of your standard travel speed. Yeah, they've obviously seen you and sniffing at the air. One of them stands up on its hind legs, rearing up about 6 or so feet tall, sniffing. Comes back down, and you swear you feel the ground shudder ever so slightly as that weight comes back down. And they're coming closer. They're at about 10 tens of yards at this point. They do not appear to be veering off of the path. Closer. About 8 tens of yards away now.
Are they veering to one of the sides?
Not at this time.
Alright, holding.
Okay, give me a second here. Damn it, I always put the thing wrong. I'm sorry. Okay, got that taken care of. Let's see what the bears want to do. Bears. Beats. Oh, shit. Well,
God damn it.
Battlestar Galactica. Well, this was fun. Okay, the bears are starting to growl as they prowl closer. They look hungry. They are at about, at this time, 8 tens of yards away, as I have stated. And Cleo's like, guys, I don't think they're going.
Are they veering to the side? Are they favoring the side?
Well, at this point, they're still prowling closer, but they don't appear to be veering to the side.
Fire!
Okay, I was just about to say they moved up to 7 tens of yards away, so they're almost at that point. And 7 tens of yards away for yonder heavy crossbow. Let me check. That is within the short range. There is no penalty. Roll to hit and roll to hit. So let's start with Bellatrix first. 16
Okay.
and 6. Bellatrix, what do you attack at with the heavy crossbow?
First level.
First level. You have a proficiency in it?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, so that's actually a what was that? 16 becomes a 14 at first.
Oh, wait, no. I got a +1. But that would still just...
Hit.
Yeah, no.
Hit.
Hit.
Hit. Big thing. Dice your damage. Now you said you were targeting the rightmost one or the leftmost?
Right.
Right. Okay, so just to rotate them like that, that makes that. How many points of damage was that?
4.
4 points of damage, duly noted. And Garrick, yeah, your thing will miss.
Yeah.
Okay, well, party at this point, y'all can give me an initiative. As the bears will
Dom,
roar
viewers?
and begin to charge.
Sure, I'll roll initiative for you. With a 4.
That's not bad. I mean, we
Yeah.
still have range, though.
Okay, well, give
By
me
we,
a-
I mean Garrick and Bellatrix have range with the weapons.
Okay, I had stuff that I prepared for this. I don't know what this is. We're gonna listen to it and see if it works. I don't know if y'all have the thing that I do.
Okay, so I'm just gonna copy and paste my action.
Yeah.
I've already done the crossbow, so.
Diana, I assume you've got your short swords out. We got C ready to support, but trying to stay back. Okay, so to make things clear here about, I want to say Claire, but that's not her name. Her name is Cleo. Cleo is trying not to be the victim of the bear, so she's hoping you all will soak it up and she can do support from the sidelines.
As she should.
Cleo is not stupid. She knows what she is.
Not moving to engage, but attacking when they get in melee.
Okay, you don't have a polearm, so you can't exactly set to receive here, but you do have those short swords.
Dungeon Master, with enough time as they were approaching, would that been enough time for Bellatrix to get an accurate count of how many are there?
Yes, you know that there are 3 of them. They all appear to be fully grown. None of them are, like, especially large or anything. They
What
could
is their
be
colors?
black.
All 3 black?
All 3 of them are black bears.
Okay. Since I did say the right one and Garrick said the left one, we're taking the sides off. We're
Okay,
taking the wingmans out.
in that case, Diana, one of the bears is probably going to end up squaring off against you with Cleo. First I wanted to say Cassie, then I wanted to say Claire. Cleo supporting you. Alright.
Okay.
Alright, in that case, you have initiative of 4, but you do have some distance. That being said, you know how fast bears can move, and animals in D&D can charge for high speed. So these things are charging at y'all. Roaring, and Spittle comes snarling, and it's fun. Alright, Bellatrix, let's deal with you. You attack once per round, these things attack more. That being said, you are using a Bastard Sword, which has a blade length of that. So yes, you'll get to attack first, and then it gets to do its attacks on you. And yeah, that was a 7 at what?
7 at third, -4 though, so it's technically a 3.
Yep. And unfortunately, that is not going to hit. We'll come back to the monster's attack on you, because Garrick, it's your turn.
No, that's not it.
Oh, ayo. So that's a 13 because... my bad, not even 13.
That's
so that's
12.
16 becomes a 12. At third or fourth?
At fourth.
Fourth, that's right. 12 at fourth hits their armor class. Dice your damage.
Are these man-sized or are these large?
These are man-sized.
Damn, they're small then.
I mean, they're bears. They stand up to about 6 feet or so tall.
You've never seen a bear, have you?
Not in person. Although I do live next to a place that the locals call the Bear Mountains, so maybe one day. And I'm doing it as a DMG does it. If you'd like, I can swap these out for where...
No, I get it. It's just... These guys who made this game have never actually seen.
They make bigger bears. This is the weaker variety. I rolled a 4 on that 1 through 6 thing I was talking about.
10
to the
damage
head.
to the head.
Alright. Now I need to check something here, because that would reduce it to that many hit points, and these guys did not really account for that many points of damage to the head. So let me reread the Monster Manual entry, because you probably know what I'm thinking about here.
Did I kill it?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, that's enough points, obviously, more to the head.
Well,
these
it's 15%
things...
to the head, kill it,
yeah.
so...
So no, here's the thing. That's great for humanoids. Bears, however, specifically here are listed that... Oh, never mind. That's not for black bears. Yep, that kills it. I direct y'all attention to page 9 of the Monster Manual. Since we're all Dungeon Masters here, the other bear types can fight for additional melee rounds after being reduced to below 0 hit points. After enough of that, though, they are dead.
Alrighty,
These, however, are black bears.
Weaponeers.
Kind of.
Alright.
Now, okay, I'm gonna need to see a couple things. I shouldn't have rolled that d20. Okay, so that's going to occur there, that's going to occur there. So Bellatrix, one of them is going to get at least a claw off on you before that happens. But yeah, Garrick, you will have killed that before it gets a chance to reach you. Onward to Diana and Cleo. Alright, Cleo has range here. She's going to try and use it, but also staying back. She can't do both. Which one's she doing? She's staying back. Okay, so Diana, this thing's going to get to you before Cleo gets to it with the sword. So Diana, roll to hit. Huh, interesting. What is this thing's intelligence?
That is a 17 at first.
Okay, 17 at first. I believe you can dice your damage.
Large or man-sized?
Man-sized.
Man-sized.
Okay. 5 points of damage. This is with the silvered short sword.
Duly noted. Okay, so yeah, you do stab that and gouge it pretty deeply, and it roars in your face, and at this point, you know, it actually swung at you first and just missed with a fumble. However, these things aren't intelligent enough to get, like, the miss off balance, blah, blah, blah. They just miss or do double damage. So, onward to Cleo's attack. Cleo, rolling at that as a first level... Yeah, no, they ain't hitting. Alright, well, Cleo gets in there with the sword, and this thing growls, and okay. So, now we get over to you, Bellatrix, because you did swing and miss, and this thing's going to go for at least
swing.
one attack on you. And let me look at your armor class, which I do have written down. You are armor class, that's with the shield, which you do have. These things attack at that, so for this thing to hit you... At there, it needs a that, it rolled a that, it will swing and miss at you. Okay, at this point, one of them is down, one of them is wounded. 2 of them, actually. Yeah, guys, the bears are pissies. They're fleeing. Or trying to flee. You can go for parting shots, or if you wish to chase them down, let me know.
Oh, Bellatrix and Garrick are going to chase them.
Okay.
For the parting shot, since I assume the one that's with Diana is fleeing, that is a 16 at first.
Okay. 16 at first as a parting shot will hit. You may dice your damage.
May I swing and hit?
In just a second,
For
Garrick.
4 points of damage.
Okay.
14
4
damage, you
points
said?
of damage.
4 points of
4
damage. Okay.
I'd be surprised if I could do 14 points of damage at
That
level
would be
1.
pretty cool. Okay. Now, Garrick, you used your sword on a headshot and you killed. That was great. So you don't have one next to you. And let's see, you could help with the one that's by Diana. Bellatrix, the one that you're doing, is going to try and flee. You're chasing it.
I'm going to one after the Diana.
Oh, you're going to help Diana also? Okay, so the one that was attacking you, Bellatrix, it's going to run.
She gonna give chase.
Well, are you helping Diana or are you giving chase?
Bellatrix is giving chase. Garrick is helping
Okay.
Diana.
Okay.
You said Garrick first.
I did, sorry, I thought we'd already stepped aside. Okay, so Garrick, you can help roll the hit on the one on Diana. After giving me a d20. Oh yeah,
7.
you'll catch up to it easy. 14 at a fourth. Should hit, dice your damage.
14.
You strike it dead. Alright, Bellatrix, let's deal with you and your thing. So you're entitled to the first, just where it's trying to flee, you can hit it.
Nope, hold up. There we go.
That will miss.
Yeah, no, that's a miss.
Okay, Bellatrix, this thing is fleeing. You are attempted to give pursuit. What armor are you wearing?
Splint.
Splint mail. Give me a second here. Oops, that's the wrong zoom. I need to check something with the armor tables. And I know if I search for splint mail, I ain't gonna find it. It's down by the Dungeon Masters section. I know it is. This is grappling. These are deities. Yeah, no, I went too far. I'm sorry. I just need to take a second looking at the Unearthed Arcana for something.
Are you looking for the encumbrance page for it or something?
Yeah, the encumbrance page for armor. It's in the Unearthed Arcana. I can't find it. There it is. Okay. You are in Splint Mail. That is classified as bulky, and your base movement is 6 tens of yards in it, assuming that you had 12 tens of yards before. So this thing is going to be able to outpace you, but you can give me a percentile die roll.
I mean, that was on the screen. 5.
5. That's on the screen?
Yeah?
The fuck? Where is
Right
that?
at
Oh,
the-
it's
at the
right
top.
there. God damn it. 5 XP. You can take that. Unfortunately, yeah, this thing is pulling away from you. It's fast. Bellatrix, are you continuing to give pursuit as this thing starts to
Yes.
create distance? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, you're traveling at there. I assume you're going top speed?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, this thing is at its top speed basically twice as fast as you are. Like, it's heavy, it's big, but this thing can run. You've seen bears move, you know what I'm talking about. One thing that Gygax and Co. got right, the movement speed's not big.
Fine, I'll let it go.
Alright, you can dice percentage, but your odds are incredibly small here, as you are aware in game. It's like, fuck, this thing's running.
93.
93, okay, yeah, Honestly, I'm starting to think about how best to run this at this point. It's still pulling away. That's all I can say. There's a 12 tens of yards movement speed difference between the two of yous. Okay. Ooh, and give me a dexterity check to avoid, like, smacking your face on a branch or something.
10.
10, okay. You'll
And
pass
dex is
that,
16.
and it will just kind of barrel through the things. So, okay, you've managed to maintain the difference. This is already a round into the future, mind you. We're going to run this separately while Garrick and Diana and Cleo go back in time 2 rounds, as we are now into basically round 3 of Pursuit here.
Well, I did say when it pulled away after the 5 that, okay, I give up. I'll go back. Yeah.
Did you? Rip, I did not
Yeah.
hear. Okay, do you want to keep chasing it, or do you want to go back?
I'll let it go.
Okay,
I'll go back.
It flees off to the northwest, and you go back. Cleo, Diana, and Garrick. What are you all doing this round? I know what Cleo's doing.
Cleaning my blade. And then looking at the bears.
Okay.
Its fur looks nice. Would make
Don't
a
we have
nice
to-
coat.
Don't we have to go to don't we have to go to the northwest?
Northeast.
Oh, it's northeast where we have to go for those thieves, robbers, whatever the fuck they're called.
Yes.
The one with the bear mask.
Yeah, that's up ahead.
Okie dokie. I can't find it. Fuck. I'm just gonna do a thingy here. So, I've got Bella, Garrick, and Diana talking. Cleo triages y'all and confirms no one took any damage. Right. And yeah, she cleans off whatever bit of fur and whatnot that's stuck to her thing, because she would have made contact, she just wouldn't have done damage. You know how it is when you roll high, but not high enough.
She
Right.
booped it.
Yeah, she booped it. Alright, and assuming none of y'all do anything special, Bellatrix, you'll have trotted back into camp.
Alright, we ready to go? Good wake up call.
Yep, I think that was breakfast for us, and that was gonna be breakfast for them. Okay, give me a second,
Oh, I
I'll
guess
put something to do
If
list.
the wolves come back, they're gonna have a very nice supper and breakfast. Shame we don't have time for the furs. Probably could sell well in this village. Oh well.
Okay.
And then we'll start heading. You know which way. I can't
Heading to the
remember.
northeast. How fast is the party attempting to move through the mostly thick forest?
2 miles. You know, just a normal walking speed.
Okay. And standard formation as per formations, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Must protect the heal bot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, party, assuming there's no objections, y'all will move on out. And 2 hours, but not 2 hours, 2 miles per hour.
And remember, Bellatrix climbed that tree,
Mm-hmm.
and she saw how far away they were.
Yep. Okay, that becomes there to there. After about an hour and a half worth of traveling. Bum bum bum. Y'all will crest a hill, and over that hill you can see about another quarter-mile or so away there is some form of an encampment. There appears to be a wooden fence of some kind erected, and when I say wooden fence, I'm not talking about like some thing erected outside your thing. I'm talking like wooden logs that have been planted firmly in the ground, thick as some of the smaller tree trunks, sharpened points at the tip of them extending maybe 15 to 20 feet up. Some wooden keep or stronghold, maybe, but there's no like actual structure itself. It's like this oval shape of wooden fencing. Does anyone know what the hell I'm talking about? Even I can't think of the right way to describe it, unfortunately.
I do.
Alright, Aiden, you
Big
got
ass
it.
wooden logs that are pointed at the end that are fixed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, Aiden, you got a clear mental picture of what I'm describing here?
Say it again. Sorry, I couldn't hear you over the thunderstorm here.
Ah, rip. If you lose power now, we know why. So, yeah. Maybe I can find a picture to try and describe what I'm talking about. Give me just a second. I'm gonna check something real
Do we
quick.
see a ford or do we see a creature of some sort?
It's a type of structure, I guess would be the thing. So, hold on. Let me see if I can find...
So a shaman
Giant-
hut, a tent.
We see a giant fence looking like logs with pointed ends sticking from the ground in a fence.
Yeah, a fort.
Yeah. As for the
Yeah,
fortification itself, yeah, there appear to be wooden structures inside the fort. Houses, maybe something.
How big does it look?
Tents. The actual area itself. Give me a second, because I have that pulled up here. That is approximately 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, at its widest, because this is in an ovular shape, an oval, it appears to be about 70 or so yards across and maybe 100 or so yards long.
So 210 feet. Okay.
Yeah, there appear to be campfires of some kind that have been
Have
producing
we
the
been
smoke.
noticed?
Not at the present moment. You're about a quarter of a mile out. This is okay.
Alright.
Oh, that reminds me. I gotta adjust
Are
the
we
time for
easily
this.
hidden from where we're at?
Give me just a moment here, because I almost forgot to adjust the clock. So, at the moment, you don't believe to have been spotted. You're not in the most covered area, but you're not
Direct
easily
everyone-
spottable either.
Move everyone to a more covered area.
Okay. You'll find, you'll look around and be like, okay, this looks good cover, and you'll go there.
Bellatrix will strip off her clothing down to her normal clothing and begin to attempt to try and climb a tree that looks sturdy enough to hold her.
Alright, now, Aiden, off-world here. That was me being dumb. You can wear your armor. Like, that is heavy, bulky armor, which does hurt your chances, so if you want to, you can. But the odds are a lot better now that I actually looked at the fucking tables.
Well, I already stated I stripped off the armor and stuff, and I'm just in normal clothing.
Alright. Ooh. Well, you, how far up do you get before this happens? Okay, you only get like a few feet up, and you grab at a branch, and it must have been rotten or something, because it twists away in your hands, and you have to basically step down.
Alright, well, I'm looking for a strong, healthy tree.
This was a strong, healthy-looking tree thing. Maybe the branch was weakened. In fact, you can give me a perception check if you really want. You're at a penalty of 6. Nope. Yeah, must have been some dead, rotted branch that just looked really good from the outside.
Okay, how tall does the fence look that they
About
have?
20 or so feet tall.
Alright, well, I'm aiming to climb at least 25 feet up.
Okay. Going again.
Yeah.
Alright. You will manage to make the next 25 or so. Well, I have to check. Let's see. How many walls?
I'm going exactly 25 feet, so...
Condition of surface is non-slippery with many projectiles and ledges, means that you can get that many things, so it only takes you about a minute to climb on up. So yeah, using the various branches of the tree, that one just must have been dead, Bellatrix. You will manage to climb on up. Yes, so...
I love how I roll a nat 20, and we don't even talk about it.
Yep, that fails. Must have been some dead, rotted branch, and now you've talked about it. So yeah, there are multiple tents and other temporary structures, as well as some more permanent-looking wooden housing and such. They seem to be clustered around various campfires and stuff.
Slowly take count of everyone inside.
And that's about to get to the point I was about to talk to. There are quite a few people here. At least 100.
100? Okay.
Some of them are wearing armor. There's some women and children running around even. There's one area towards the northeast corner
Do
of
I
this
see
thing.
a lack of miasma?
Yes.
Question double M.
Yes, Dom.
Do I see any guard posts or something like that along these fence?
That's what I was trying to describe earlier, but y'all keep cutting me off when I try and describe
I'm
things.
sorry.
Alright, yeah, there are regular towers with guards posted on top. They have bows.
Do I see any with the masked brother described?
No. However, there is one central structure. It's one of the permanent-looking houses things. It's bigger than the others. By, like, a decently noticeable amount. There are guards patrolling around outside there and a couple standing in front of it.
Alright, mentally commit everything to memory.
Okay. How much time are you spending observing details?
2 hours. I want to see when their shift change is.
Okay. So you're going to be up in that tree for 2 hours?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you're not exceptionally tired or hungry. So you have no chance of like falling asleep or anything doing that. I'd say that should be reasonable. You're going to get sore and have to shift around and such, and, you know, it's not great. You know, you've got, after like a couple minutes, I swear to God, I'm going to change her name to Claire, because that's who I keep thinking of.
Fine,
Cleo.
call her Claire.
No, Cleo. Cleo calls up, it's like, Bella, what are we doing? Or whatever she calls you. I haven't remembered if she got a pet name for you yet.
I'm taking stock of the camp. Just be quiet and let me finish.
Okay. Alright.
There's at least 100.
Shit. So yeah, the armaments. Most of these people are in leather or fur armor of some kind or another. Doesn't look very high quality. Others have like chainmail shields, that kind of stuff, and they seem to be better quality. There's a definite amount of women and children, more so than you'd expect for a bandit camp, but then again, maybe not. As far as arms, they have swords, spears, some of them have crossbows, some of them have like longer pole arms. Bows are pretty common. They have horses. There's some type of stables towards the north part of the camp. And towards the northeast, I forgot if I mentioned, there's several campfires that appears to be a cookery thing. There's women over there cooking food and distributing it onto plates, and men are coming up and grabbing the plates and walking it around. See, any other important pieces of information before I advance you all the 2 hours after, you know, checking.
Has anyone came out of the central building doing all of this?
Okay. Yeah, central building. People are going to be coming and going fairly regularly.
Any of them with a mask?
You haven't seen anyone who has the mask, but at a quarter of a mile away, even 20 feet up, that's a detail you could miss. Let's see, one of the people that came through was in chainmail, another one had plate mail on. Yeah, this guy has a long sword.
Where did the plate mail one go?
The plate mail one was inside. He came on out, and he walked over towards one of the... well, he went over to the food place. Are you keeping track of him, or switching your focus?
Keeping track of him.
So he's got a long sword and a bandolier of daggers, and he's got a couple guards going with him, it looks like. Human guy.
Right, found the leader, or at least the captain.
Human guy. Maybe early middle age? Hard to say for sure. And honestly, I haven't rolled up details on him beyond that.
Okay,
Anyways,
that's all
yeah.
I need to know. If there's anything else important, please. And I'm sorry if I cut you off again.
No, you're good. Just to describe, the guy goes over to the food, gets some food, goes over to one of the women, and blah, blah, blah. Eventually, he disappears inside one of the other houses. But yeah, a couple other people in chainmail come on by. One of them has a mace, blah, blah, blah. There's different swords, daggers. Comings and goings from the central building, nothing of import there. Have I skipped anything you would think of that you would like to ask for?
Were there any hunting parties going in and out?
Good, let's cover
Any
that.
patrols?
So yeah, patrols, definitely, both inside and occasionally outside the fence. You haven't discerned a pattern just by looking at it for 2 hours, even with perfect memory.
Okay.
It might be random, too. These guys, they don't seem super organized in some places.
Alright. I will slowly climb down, if there's nothing else.
And yeah, in terms of hunting parties, you have some horses, you know, saddled up and stuff at points, but...
Soldier Master, I do have a question for you, though.
Mm-hmm.
Would the crystal need to be exposed to the air to work?
No. That is actually on-world knowledge, although not super common, but I'll give that to you as a gimme. There are certain buildings where the crystal was small enough they didn't believe it would need to be refreshed constantly, like the larger cities do. So it's actually, like, poured in, like, part of the building, surrounded by stone bricks as the cornerstone. Well, not the cornerstone, but the central stone, they call it. Certain inns and taverns that occasionally dot Denalia's surface exist like this, and they have protection from miasma there, but there is no visible crystal, and usually those are small enough they don't need to be maintained regularly like the big ones.
Okay.
Can I whisper something in real quick?
Go ahead.
Check to see if you can find the chalice that you guys are looking for. See if they're like moving it or something like that.
I was going to suggest that they probably. Well, I was going to suggest, well, not suggest, but ask. For it to cover the entire encampment, it would have to be in the centralmost location, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And that is the building this guy in plate mail came out of, correct?
Yes.
I believe I found the chalice and a stone. I climb back down, Dungeon Master, and relay the information, and then, dawn on my armor while doing it.
Okay. All right.
We are turning back. We're going to need more.
What, you don't think you can take 100 guys on? Claire is chuckling while she says it. Clerics of Zarbot have one lesson drilled into them very early on. You are not immortal. Do not act like it. Know when you are beat. Know when you are outnumbered. And
No, but I'm
respect your
sure
enemies.
Garrick would probably love trying, though. And Garrick will nod his head, rapidly like a puppy. He's hyper and wants to fight.
Brother Garrick, don't forget the teachings. Respect your enemy when they are stronger than you, and learn how to become stronger than them. But
Shall we get those head... Ooh.
Do we have
Garrick
any
just had an
oil?
ideal. Garrick just had a fucking ideal. But go
Do we
ahead,
have any
Diana.
oil?
Do we have any oil?
Oil.
I've got some lantern oil.
There are
Is
women
it
and
strong
children
enough
within
that-
the walls. Do you really wish to burn it down?
Fire will cause a distraction.
Yeah. There are more of them than there are us. There's not
Yeah.
enough of us to catch fire to a lot of buildings to distract them long enough.
We don't need to set fire to a ton of buildings.
No battle. No battle.
I don't know if the lantern oil is strong enough oil to actually catch something on fire and burn something down.
Dungeon Master,
Mm-hmm.
are there snow on the ground?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Continue on, Dom, sorry. Dom,
Party perception checks at -12. Like, penalty of 12.
Dom,
Okay.
Oops.
you were saying?
That is a pass with a 2.
Pass with a 2. Okay, Diana. Bellatrix and Garrick all need perception checks with a penalty of 12.
So, if
Yeah, no.
since I do not know how powerful lantern oil is, if by chance it is strong enough to burn things down, if we could catch fire to the wall, that will either A, weaken the structure, because I think we all know that usually things that are burned are generally weaker than things that aren't, or their defenses will be down. It's going to take a while for them to get defenses back up to how they are now. Enough time for, say, I don't know, a group of however many soldiers from the town you guys are from to come in and wreck face.
I see what you're trying to do. But the thing is, this fire is not going to even dent the wall. The trees are too thick. They've been out in the cold and snow, which means water has got onto them. They're not going to catch fire even with oil. Most you'll do is oil will hit it, slip down, catch a blaze, but it'll be out within a few moments. our best chance is just to turn back now while we have this advantage, which I don't think we have anymore. And report what we know. So, Dungeon Master, on a scale of 1 to, oh, fuck, we need new characters, how fucked are we?
Oh, you might want to make sure you have a backup character, but the good news is it's you two, my favorite Iron Column makers. So yeah, you have backup characters, right?
Yeah, just let me go pull it up.
Good.
Okay.
Man, I really like these two.
Yeah, no, an Ot 1 is an Ot 1 when it comes to spotting people hiding in bushes.
What's next on my Denalia list? Actually,
Just give me a second here. Not all is lost, just most. Like, I was letting you all talk because I'm getting this together here. It takes a while. Good news is it's ready.
Question double M.
Mm-hmm.
Does offer still stand of bringing head starting characters that need playtesting?
Say again? Oh, like putting ahead of the line other things? Depends on the thing, depends on the campaign we'll run. We'll deal with that momentarily. If y'all get wiped, then it won't be the end of session if it's in the next, like, hour and a half, but we might slow down and get y'all seated for next time that it's without a grower raid. Anyways, party, let me know when you're all ready. So, Diana, you actually perceive this. Not Claire, Cleo. Cleo does not perceive it. So yeah. Bellatrix, you climb on down and you put on your armor and you're talking back and forth and Diana, and you all have about a 3-minute or so discussion encompassing all this based on real time. Technically should be more, but I'm allowing for that. And Diana, you hear the sound of clip-clop of horses. And there's this somewhat muffled sound of this creaking of something, clanking of metal. And it's coming from the direction of yonder chip. Ooh, quick, hide.
Hide in shadows. 20%.
Okay, Diana, you're attempting to hide in shadows?
If that would be the skill to, hide in bushes and stuff to try and not be seen, then yes.
Alright. Duly noted, you believe to be hidden in shadows. Bellatrix and Garrick, what are you all doing? Cleo is looking around in confusion, and,
hiding, but they're also going to be attempting to reload their crossbows.
Okay. Yeah, you never all did that. These are heavy crossbows. They take 2 rounds to reload. Alright. Alright, well, Cleo tries to hide, and, yeah, that happens. Bellatrix, you don't have any thief skills, do you?
No.
No. Okay. Garrick, I might have to check that one.
What?
I'm pretty sure the only one with thief skills
is Diana, yes. Okay.
I mean, anyone can hide.
Mm-hmm.
They have a 1% chance to hide.
Yep.
But, I mean, so.
Well, okay. Off-world here. Garrick, you got a very lucky roll, and I need to consider how hidden you are, if you are hidden.
Okay.
Because it's not Ot 1, but it's pretty good. Cleo got a fucking 90-something. She is so damn visible. Okay. So Cleo is trying to hide, and I'm surprised no one looked, but okay. Okay, a quarter mile, and mile being 180 tens of yards. So at the movement speed of that,
it would
takes
be
10.
safe to assume that both Garrick and Bellatrix get their things reloaded.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, you're trying to hide while you're doing this, so I'm slowing you down an additional round to, not be yanking it around trying to get it going. But yes, you will both manage to reload yonder crossbows.
Okay.
Yeah. Coming from the camp, that y'all have been spying on for the past couple hours
Mm-hmm.
are some people on horseback headed in your general direction. Leading them is that dude in plate mail. And, yeah. Bellatrix, from your position, you don't see any masks on his belt or anything.
You noted.
So we've got that there, that there, that there, that there. Now, did you all choose to try and hide separately or together? Because that will determine a couple things. Cleo, for what it's worth, just found the nearest sized bush for her and dived in, basically.
Effectively hiding separated. Never really. Go ahead, Dom. Sorry.
Hiding separate.
Okay.
Yeah, hiding separate doesn't makes more sense than hiding together because we're
This
trying
ain't
to remain unhidden. Yeah.
this ain't Fortnite with those giant bushes.
Yeah. No.
Well, it does depend on the area.
So these things are on horses of some kind, maybe medium war horses of some kind, and they're a few minutes out at least. Coming on over at a decent speed, though. So the party is currently just hiding and waiting to see what happens?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to start advancing. Go ahead.
May I say something? The twins have their crossbows reloaded and they're waiting to fire if, they stop at them. But only if, they start poking around.
Okay. Okay. So the leader guy on the horse is in front, of course. He's got plate mail, his long sword that he actually has drawn and is hanging just lazily from his hand, back and forth. Other people have crossbows and long swords, or short bows and spears. The spear people have their spears, of course, and the crossbow people have crossbows in hand. They look to be light crossbows for what that's worth.
How many
They're
people?
riding two abreast, so it's the formation with the plate mail guy in front, then some of the spear guys. There's about a dozen or so people in total. So the spear guy is two abreast, two abreast, two abreast, then crossbow guy is two abreast, two abreast, two abreast.
I have no idea what that means.
Let me get you the formation. Here.
If it's side by side, I'ma smack you.
But yes, side by side.
Whack.
Mm-hmm. So that's the rough formation of it.
That's 13 people.
Mm-hmm.
Are they heading in our direction, or are they going to be passing past us?
If they're coming... brain. Obviously you don't have their GPS coordinate in front of you, but it's going to be passing very close to y'all.
Then remaining still.
Remaining still. Alright, these guys come closer, closer, and they do seem to start to slow down. A little bit. They are still moving, but instead of traveling at, say, 12 tens of yards, they've moved down to 6.
How far off do they sound?
I mean, you're looking at them, you can see them getting close. They're less than a round out at this point.
If I saw them, ready a dagger to throw.
Duly noted, Diana.
Oh, fuck.
Oh yeah, we're almost definitely screwed.
Alright. Well, the leader raises up a fist, and the procession halts. Come out now, and I promise to kill you quick. Waste my time, and, I got all day. And the crossbow guys point their crossbows in various directions. Okay.
And Garrett...
Throwing dagger called shot to the head at the leader.
Okay, duly noted. Put it in actions, though, so I have it. And new round 1. Specify the leader, Diana, but there you go. It's the head guy. Head squared.
Yeah, we fucked.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, waiting on Aiden. Let's get something good for this. I have no clue what this is. That means it's probably good. Bellatrix aiming for a horse with crossbow. I assume you mean the leader's horse?
Yes.
Okay, bastard sword and shield attack. Aiming for
Are
the
they
leader
all
with
on
crossbow.
horses?
They are all mounted.
Huh. That's kind of awkward for those with a spear.
I mean, you know, you grab the reins in one hand to guide and the spear in the other hand, keep it under the crook of your arm kind of deal.
Probably would have been smarter to give them lances.
Well, this group didn't have lances. They had spears. Speaking of which, party, dice initiative.
Do you want to do it, Aiden?
3.
3,
Also,
okay, party.
crossbow.
Yep, party, you have initiative. Crossbows take place before initiative. So, Bellatrix and Garrick, you can roll to hit both. Just specify which one's first, obviously. And then we got the 6 crossbowmen for the NPCs. So, they can see you, and you. Yes, they can see all 4 of you. No one managed to hide properly. So, who's attacking who?
Garrett
Okay.
got a 17. Well,
Nice.
15, but it's still.
Dan, Bellatrix, I'm sorry about your rolls. I wish I knew. Okay, so let's start right off the bat. Diana, you have an armor class of 6. That will be a miss, and that, let me check, 11, that is probably going to miss you. So these guys' attack is at that. Yeah, that will miss. So 2 of the light crossbowmen are going to miss Diana. Yeah, Diana, they know you're there. Moving on to... I almost said Vi, but that would be an amazing shot if one of these crossbowmen shot Vi from 9 days in the past.
That is some distance.
That is some amazing distance.
It just teleports.
Okay. Now, this is good, Bellatrix, that you have a high armor class because, yeah, this guy rolled a 19. So your armor class is there. This guy with a 19 misses you. Jesus, that was close. Okay, and the second one is going after Garrick, and then 2 on Cleo as per random die roll. Garrick, your armor class is there. This guy rolled a... that... what armor class is Garrick? I'm pretty sure he's there, yeah. Okay, so Garrick, yeah, you're fine. And then 2 shots on Cleo. Cleo's in chainmail with that. She'll be fine with a 5 and 6 not being able to strike her. Alright, crossbowmen are going to reload. That's them for the round. Okay. Now, Bellatrix, your crossbow. You got a 6, that's gonna miss. And you aimed for the horse. Okay, well, the horse kind of rears up, you know, and the thing whizzes by it. Garrick, aiming for the leader with the crossbow. You rolled a 17 as a first level fighter. Okay, let me check. This guy's armor class. Yeah, that will be a miss. The coral buzzes out and he raises a hand or something. He doesn't have a shield, but the point is you did not do damage against him.
Well, so it struck him but does no damage. Does
Yeah.
it at least scare the horse enough to buck up again? Because what I'm trying to do is cause the horse to kick him off.
Oh, this is a warhorse. It will not buck him off at this point.
Alrighty.
Oh, my bad, he does have a shield. Oh, screw it, I'm gonna reduce his armor class by 1. I did not remember that. Unfortunately, that still doesn't hit.
Alrighty.
Alright, kill the rats, boys! And now we move on to general melee. Okay, we've got a thrown dagger called shot to the head guy. Now, Diana, you're probably gonna have to break from cover at this point, you know. So, go ahead and roll to hit. Now, you attack on the fighter's matrix, if I recall correctly, yeah?
We do attack with the fighter's matrix.
I mean, it's a fighter class. Why wouldn't it?
It's funky. It's experimental.
I mean, it's third.
16 at first.
You rolled a 15 as a first level fighter?
No, 18 plus 2 minus 4 since it's a called shot to the head.
Becomes
Did you
16.
include your dexterity and your strength modifier?
My strength modifier doesn't get anything because it's only a 16. My dexterity...
Well, that's a +1 to damage, but still.
Yep. Yeah.
Never mind. I don't have a. I was totally looking at +2 to HP. 14 at first.
Right. I don't have to tell you that will miss. Okay, so that's your first dagger thing. The spear guys are going to be moving in. Bellatrix, Garrick, and Cleo. Oh. And I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to have to call for a 2-minute pause. I need to quickly do something with my phone.
Okay.
I do need to also cogitate on who's attacking what.
So, Aiden, quick question. Do you want the Durgar and the human to be in the northern party, or do you want to wait until the Vi and Vasa die or leave?
I'm sorry, what now? Say it again.
Okay, that's done.
Do you want to wait until Vasa and Vi either leave or die to bring in the Durgar and the human into the southern party, or do you want to bring, or can I ask if we can bring them in to the northern party?
Neither of that option is up next for mine.
I might allow special dispensation, but let's discuss it out of session. Okay, so back into the melee here. We have Bellatrix, you're at this point drawing your bastard sword and shield and going for your attack. Garrick, you've drawn your two-handed sword and going to go for a sweeping attack on the men, not the leader. Bellatrix, you're going for the leader?
Yeah.
Okay, the people on horses with the spears are going to try and intercept you before that happens, you realize. Are you going to, avoid them as much as possible to get that attack off? Or
I'll
are you
switch focus to them.
Switch focus. Okay, we got Diana throwing daggers, and Cleo coming out with the two-handed sword. Okay, that makes this really easy for me. Okay, this got a little bit louder. 1 second. Okay, so initiative is there, and we have one attackers for the most part here. Other than, Diana's throwing daggers. So, yeah, let's do this. Bellatrix, you draw your bastard sword and shield and start to move on up. The people with the spears and the horses have range on you. And they're trying to go for, drive-by attacks, if you will. Alright, so one of them will get to go ahead and attack you, but that is just straight up a miss. You may, at this point, designate your attack. The one that just attacked you, or the one coming up for an attack?
The one attack.
Okay. Roll to hit.
18 at
hit.
third.
That will hit. Dice your damage.
14.
14? Yikes. Give me just a second here.
Does bitch go down?
Bitch goes down hard. Horse rears up and begins running.
Definitely
Okay.
not a,
So that, just to clarify, that was the one that had just attacked you, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so the one that's going to attack you is going to attack you.
I do
That's
have
a
a
miss.
question.
Mm-hmm.
The death well, does that affect my allies or just the enemy I'm using against? And how many people?
Depends on the things in your area of effect, but that doesn't unlock to like 5th level, doesn't it?
No. Death
No?
well, once per week, save or die.
Let me check that, because I think I might have changed that. We'll see. I might have let you have it anyways, but give me a second. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. Yeah, no, I must have missed it or not told you or amended it afterwards. I start that at 5th level. But I tell you what, in this case, I'll let you try it if you really want. And maybe if you get a good dice roll and make a good plea, it might happen.
So you change it, don't tell me. Now you want to penalize me. Okay.
I'll tell you what, I'll let you have it this time. But in the future, yeah, that's 5th level or higher.
Okay. Then I will
Yeah,
put
this is...
that there.
Well, God, we can talk after session, get everything realigned again. I did warn you. It's like, hey, this is an invented thing, subject to change at moment's notice.
I know, but
Okay.
you know, maybe try something,
Okay.
see how it goes at first, then change it. Not kind of pull the rug underneath the player playing it.
Okay. Garrick, moving on to you. You're going for a sweeping attack here. You have a two-handed sword, has a reach of that. Spears have a reach of that. It's basically simultaneous strikes here. Okay, so Garrick, go ahead and roll to hit. Garrick,
22.
22 becomes a 20, becomes an 18. That will hit and hit, I believe. Yeah, it's going to hit and hit. You can dice damage. Now, that guy is there, is not going to hit you.
11.
11 becomes a 9, and then a 7. Alright, down and down, jeez. And yeah, it's a similar story. The horses start to rear off. And let me check at this point. Oh, yep. The crossbow people are going to stop reloading their crossbows at this point. Dismount, draw swords.
Alright, more bodies for the pyre.
Yes, more bodies for the pyre. Anyway, who wants to roll for Cleo?
I will.
Alright, Cleo,
Roll
you are
high.
attempting to parry this round. Cleo, roll the hit.
Yeah, that's not good. That's a natural 1.
Oof, Cleo, dice
Well,
percentage.
it's a parry.
Oh, actually, it's a parry. That's right. Thank you.
Plus modifiers of strength if she has it.
Yeah, no. Cleo, you will not successfully parry the attack. Good news is the attack wouldn't have hit you anyways. Alright. Where are we at this point here? So that's one attack on Cleo. The other one might hit. Cleo, your armor class is there. For them to hit that armor class, that might actually hit. That
So there's a
just
total
hits.
of 3 down, right?
Yeah. Bella, you took down one of yours. Garrick, you took down both of yours. There's 2 of them on Cleo. So far, no one's gone to Diana just yet. Okay, that will hit Cleo, though. For that many points of damage. And yeah, she lets out some unwomanly curse. Motherfucking blah, blah, blah. Okay. So that's Cleo for the round. Okay, have I skipped Diana's second throw and the leader who is also dismounting at this point? Alright. So yeah, leader dismounting. Diana, you may roll to hit.
There's not much better. 10 at first. I had to do basic math.
10 at first will not hit, unfortunately. Alright, that's that for there. Give me a second. Oop. Round 2. Not Cleo, Diana. It would actually be Diana because Cleo's covered. Death Whale at the leader and crossbowmen. Hopefully only them. Okay, you should have a clear thing for that. Garrick, sweeping attack. Okay, yeah, Bellatrix, you still got one person by you. The Death Whale can be interrupted, and you would be aware of that. It takes about a segment to employ. You know, taking that deep breath, and then something stabs you, it's like, and you've lost it.
Fine, I'll deal with them.
Okay, so I'll let you adjust that. Sweeping attack, and blah, blah, blah. Okay, roll initiative. Yes, roll initiative. That was the way to say it.
With a 5.
With a 5. Okay, party, you have tied initiative. Okay, so Diana, dude's going up, and Diana, you're moving up to attack the leader, or are you waiting for him to come to you?
Wait for him to come to me.
Okay, so that's going to happen slightly later in the round. Okay, we've got swordsmen moving up to do the twins. The spearmen are backing off. Ooh, actually, that's a good point. Bellatrix, I'll let you switch back because that spearman is going to back off, or you can go to attack him, your choice.
No. I'm going to take my whale. I want to see what this bad boy can do.
Okay, going for the whale. Okay, Death Whale takes one to segment. Swordsman moving up, taking time. Switching to range, taking time. Cleo going for another parry. Cleo, roll your parry.
Can I roll it?
Yeah.
Actually, no, it's not a parry, it's a hit. Because this guy isn't trying to
12.
attack her, it's fleeing. So, yeah, that's a hit. Well, that's a roll to hit. Okay, Cleo with a 12 hits armor class that. She's attacking that dude. Who is that? Cleo! Dice your damage, 1 die 10.
9. I don't know if you
9.
have any bonuses.
Nice, Cleo. You actually did some good damage there. Alright, and that's that dude out. Who's trying to flee at this point.
Alright.
Okay. So at this point, the remaining spearmen are going to flee on out. And Bellatrix, you're going to use the Death Whale at the leader, hopefully, and the crossbowman if you can. Let me see if I wrote down the range for this thingy here.
Hopefully, because you told me nothing other than a death whale.
Yeah, I probably wrote nothing other than Death Whale. This was one of my earliest inventions. It needs a lot of work, but we're going to try it out. Holy Warriors. Okay, I need to make a note for myself. Add range and AOE, you dumb. For now, I will allow it to... I do know that I specified it can't affect more hit dice than you have levels, so this can only affect 1 hit die worth of thing, which is one of these guys. I'll let you target the leader. Alright, so the leader, save versus death magic. A 19, I swear to Christ. Double check just to be sure, because I know fighters save versus breath weapon only on a 20. Well, 0 level fighters. Yep, now he will save and shrug that shit off, but that was very clever, Bellatrix. That was very clever. Okay.
Damn.
Yeah.
I actually should put head, aiming for the head.
I will allow that at this time. Okay, so the swordsmen are going to move up on the twins there. They'll get there before the end of the round and should get their things there. Garrick going for yonder sweep and attack. Okay. So at this time, Diana, you're going to come later. Cleo, you're done. Bellatrix, you still are going to get attacked a couple times, but you'll be fine. And Garrick going for your sweep and attack. So let's deal with Bellatrix now. So Bellatrix, 3 of the swordsmen are going towards you. They've got their longswords up. They don't have shields. They've got leather armor. And 2 of them are trying to attack you.
Okay.
Okay, and I remember calculating these guys before, but I need to double check what they need to hit you. Just to be sure.
So, did Garrick get skipped?
No, Garrick isn't getting skipped. He's next. Okay, Bellatrix, 2 of them, swing, you're dodging. You used your death whale, you got your thing, you're parrying, ducking, that's even round.
Yeah, okay.
Garrick, rolled ahead.
Yes!
Nice! Okay, now one of them was opting to parry you. Good news is he rolled a 7.
Does that take away my crit?
Maybe. You still critted, that might count for something. Let me check the crit tables, see if 64 is even. I might double the damage regardless. 64, this is definitely slashing. 64 is normally upper leg hit, double damage, so we're going to take away the special area hit and just give it double damage. You will get to dice your damage, because he will soften the blow, essentially, but yeah. He parried, not sufficient. Alright, so that became 8, becomes 16, minus 2 is 14, then 12, then 10. Well, it was nice knowing those 3. They're dead.
Crossbowman.
Former crossbowmen, now former longswordmen, now current dead men.
3 of them?
3 of them. Minus 4. Okay, that's them. So yeah, Garrick, you're all freed up. Look at you go, man. Okay, and that leaves Diana, as Cleo has already been taken care of. We're going to cover that in a minute. Okay, Diana. You have 2 attack weapons. Do you have ambidexterity?
I do not. My second attack will be at -2.
Well, furthermore, you don't get initiative bonus from that, and initiative was tied here. remind me again, which sword is in your primary hand? You know, your on hand.
My primary hand has the silvered one,
Alright.
a short sword.
Roll to hit. Damn, that won't hit.
Nope, another 14 at first.
14 at first will miss. This dude with his bonus. Oh, that's right, I almost forgot about that. Your armor class is there. That dude's first attack will miss you. You can roll your second attack in tune with his second attack.
Ooh.
Again? Jesus! This dude just rolled 2 3s.
15 at first.
15 at first, let me check. First level 15, miss.
Damn it!
Are the crossbowmen fleeing?
Let me check morale. Morale holds.
I am committed at this point.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Garrick, you've killed the targets in front of you. What are you sweeping attacking?
There's still 3 more crossbowmen.
Okay, so you're gonna go up and support your sister, that the other 3 former crossbowmen who now have their longswords out are attacking?
Yeah. She's disengaging for that leader.
Okay, disengaging to attempt to get the leader. Duly noted.
I mean, they should be scared of him. He's coming their way, and he's already taken down.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I need to consider, did I skip anyone? Those guys there,
Cleo.
those guys there. Cleo is what I need to consider. Okay, initiative.
4.
4. Okay, party, you do not have initiative. Garrick, bow fires up, and boy, they sure like you. Literally, one of the calls out, shoot! Bowfire. You recall how their spear guys had bows? So the 3 of them that didn't get cut down, moved back, and now they're using bowfire.
Okay.
Now, granted, several of them aren't dead. Okay, bowfire time. Okay, and your armor class is 3. They needed that to hit you. Miss, miss, miss. Thunk, thunk, thunk. Miss, miss, miss. It's bouncing off your armor, dude. Okay, so that's
I'll come for you next if you don't quit.
Duly noted. Okay. Diana going for attack, and I'm splitting things up here to try and keep things going. Okay, Bellatrix, so you're going to move to attack the leader. You are presenting, your flank, essentially, to the 3 guys that were trying to attack you. You're okay with that? Diana, sneak editing it to headshots.
No, I'll deal with them.
Okay. So in that case, you are attacking?
Yes.
Okay. In that case, initiative was beaten from the party, because you guys got a 4, right?
Yeah.
And these guys got 5, okay. Ooh. Bellatrix, that will be a hit for 4 points of damage.
Okay.
Alright, you may now attack at this time.
Alrighty.
They're trying to surround you, by the way. At this point, they've realized you're dexterous.
7 at third.
That ain't hitting, unfortunately. Let me double check just to be sure. Third, 7. No, that's not even on the chart. Okay, so yeah, Bellatrix, these guys are trying to get around you, and you're trying to prevent that, I assume. Not
Well, I got
your
my
back.
brother coming, so I don't got much to worry about.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe. But yeah, I'm gonna keep trying to...
Oh, my bad, I've been rolling the wrong die. Where's my D8? These are long swords, not short swords. Ouch. Okay, Bellatrix, 7 points of damage?
I got hit again?
Yes. So, DM level talk, they needed a 20 to hit you, which means they cannot crit you. 2 20s were rolled against you this round.
So, first one for 4, second one for 7, okay.
Yep, so they cannot crit you. Otherwise, they would have done it twice this round.
Okay.
But a 20 does hit you.
Duly
Okay.
noted.
Yeah, are you at like 1 HP or something right now? Yikes.
No.
No?
No. I had 16
Oh, yeah.
HP.
That's right, yeah, no, you've got 16 hit points. Good for you. Okay. So that is you, Bellatrix, with your attack done, and now at this point, Garrick, you're moving on up to attack. With a sweeping, Garrick rolled a hit. Garrick attacking at 4.
22.
That will hit. You may dice your damage.
8.
8 becomes... Okay. I need to system shot for this guy. Okay, this dude does fall unconscious. This guy stays up. You take out one of them, knock him to the ground. The others are still up. The other 2. It's 2 for 2, but you obviously overpower them. Alright, and speaking of which, second bowfire is going to go for their thing, even though they have a chance of hitting allies.
What allies?
The 2 men still up by you.
Oh.
So they attack
beat
at that
them
to
all.
hit that. Your armor class 3,
3.
right? 3,
Mhm.
okay, that does hit you, unfortunately. 3 points of damage to you, Garrick.
Okay.
Okay, Diana, we've saved Cleo for next. Cleo rolled a hit.
You want to roll it?
9 plus bonuses.
9 plus bonuses, unfortunately, does miss. Cleo, swings and ducks under her swing. Alright, Diana, you've got 2 attacks this round, but you don't have the initiative thingy, so this guy attacks you first. With a third 3 in a row against you, Diana, you have amazing armor class versus this dude. Anyway, Diana, you can roll to hit.
That's not gonna hit. 11 at first.
Nope. Alright, and you may roll your second attack.
That's a natural 1.
Dice percentage.
61.
61. Lodge weapon in nearby object. Strength check to dislodge it. Go ahead,
Thank
give me a
God
d20.
That was the non-silvered one, so I'm not. That's a 3.
3. Okay, you will successfully pull your sword free from whatever it was you lodged it in. Some tree, most likely. Okay. At this point, if I skipped anyone. Bowfire has happened twice. Swordsman there. Cleo attacked Lita. Lita attacked Diana. I think I got everyone.
Okay.
Okay.
Can't.
You can just type in a new one if you'd like, or you can edit, either or. Alright, and when you're ready, initiative party.
I'll roll it. With a 6.
With a 6, party will have initiative this round. Okay. Alright then. To start off the thing, Bellatrix, why don't you go ahead and roll your evasion? 4. Okay, your armor class is improved by 4 steps this round. You're going to try and go over there to Cleo. Okay.
-3.
-3. Pretty damn good. Okay, Diana with that there. Okay. So initiative's pretty good there. Let's start with the bowfire on Garrick, though. Damn, that's some of the worst misses I've seen in my life. A 3, a 10, and a 2. Walk into a bar. Not a single one of them hit Garrick. Okay, so that's the first thing of missile fire there. The swordsman. Okay, so one of them was going to go 1 on each, but since Bellatrix, you're evading away, that guy's going to adjust his action some way, part of the way through the round. Garrick, you may roll to hit.
10 at 4th.
Okay, at 4th level, your Thaco is 17. Okay. This guy's Thaco is 21. 17 to 21 is 3. You rolled a that. You will be parried successfully.
Okay.
Other dude will try and attack you. That will actually hit amazingly. That was a 19. Hey, cat. Okay, longsword is not a D6 despite what I keep trying to roll. For 4 points of damage, Garrick. Okay. So that's the 2 swordsmen on Garrick and the first of the bowfire going. Bellatrix, you're evading to Cleo. Cleo is going to go for that attack because she doesn't know. Let's see, we got Diana. So here, Cleo, roll will hit.
You want to do it?
Yeah, I got it.
Kid.
16.
16 as a Cleo. Miss. You know, Cleo's trying to go for the flank thing, and it's like the dude is practically ignoring her. He's dodging obvious shots, but he's focused on you, Diana. Or maybe he's just lazy. It's hard to say for sure. Point is, Cleo's actually attacking with a bonus to hit because she's getting flank attacks in, and it's nothing doing.
Okay.
Okay. So that's leader there, leader there. Okay, Bellatrix, you're gonna evade on over. Cleo's, trying to fight this dude. What are you doing once you get over there?
Using my lay on hands.
Okay, no, that's gonna be next round. I was looking for something else, but okay.
Well, like what? I mean, she. So like I can say, hey, Cleo, I need healing. I mean, I could. I doubt she'd hear me. Yeah, you know what? Right. Cleo, I need healing. That.
Oh, okay. And she will put away, well, not put away her sword, but she's gonna put it to the side for a second and start doing that next round. That's what I was looking for.
Okay.
You said you were heading over, but you're not a hive mind with Cleo. She has no clue what you're doing. Like, she can see injured, maybe, if she's paying attention to you. She's attacking. So I did give her a perception check, which she failed, but once you speak to her, it's like, okay, perception check to hear it. She heard it. Done. So that's you guys next round. Okay, so we've got Diana's 2 attacks for the headshot. Diana, you may roll to hit your first attack with the headshot. Don't forget the penalty of 4, of course.
Yep. Nope, 10 at first.
10 at first will miss. Hey, this guy didn't roll a goddamn 3. He rolled an 8. Let's see if that hits. That will hit. Okay, and he's got a longsword. Take 6 points of damage there, Diana.
That's a system shock.
System shock it.
With a 7.
Hot 7? You will pass.
Hot 7.
Nice. Okay. You can go for your second attack or change your action at this time if you wish.
Nope.
Alright, roll to hit.
Not gonna hit. 15 at first.
At first, yes. Okay. Sadly, this dude will hit you for 3 more points of damage.
Okay.
Alright. Okay, so that's the leader, that's the bowfire. Bowfire, did the bowfire go second? Let me check. No,
yeah,
not yet.
They should have. They already damaged the Garrett.
That was the first volley. Let me check.
Okay.
Yep, no, they still have another volley to try and do against Garrick. All of that's gonna miss, I think. Garrick, what is your armor class there?
3.
Yeah, okay, so they needed that to hit you. Their bowfire ain't hitting. Okay. Alright, well, Bellatrix, if you're gonna go to attack, he's like, no, hold still. And she's gonna try and heal you first.
Her thing takes like 5 seconds to cast.
Mm-hmm. But the point is, like, it's gotta be, okay, I cast it, then I touch you immediately. I can't hold it. So if you go
Can
away...
my attack be delayed?
Yes, you can delay your attack. That's what she's trying to do.
Then that's what I'm going to do.
Okay, Garrick sweeping attack that. Okay, Dom waiting to see your attack here.
Go for a parry. Go for 2 parries. Actually, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say that.
Really I shouldn't, but I'll allow it if you wish to kibitz this once. Parry, attack, then a called shot to the head. Okay. Initiative, please, party.
You can do it.
Okay. Three.
3. Okay, party, unfortunately you do not have initiative. Let's deal with that missile fire first and foremost. Okay, that's a fumble. Bow and arrow fumbles, 60. Let me check that real quick. 60. Miss. Injure self for 1 to 2 damage. Someone roll the D2, please.
Two.
2. Okay. 2 points
if
of
he killed
damage.
himself.
Sadly, no, he doesn't have that little HP. But that is pretty funny. Yeah, one of the bowman curses. The other one does strike you, Garrick, though, with an 18 for 3 points of damage. Alright, now Garrick, you were going for a sweeping attack. You may roll that. 12.
12 at third.
Again, your attack is parried. And one of the guys swings at you and misses.
Okay.
Okay, Bellatrix, delayed headshot on leader. Okay, Bellatrix, Cleo rubs her hands together and golden light starts to spew forth. No one is going to be interrupting her at this point. You are restored 8 hit points of damage. Okay, and at this point you have delayed headshot. After, Diana, dice your parry.
Okay.
Okay, I need to figure out your Thacos. You attack it first, your Thaco is at 20. He attacks it there, his Thaco isn't there. That's a difference of that many points.
15.
Ooh, interesting. Puts his attack over to there. Your armor class 6?
Armor class 6.
Dude, that 15 saved your ass. If that had been a 14, you would have been hit. Your parry will successfully stop his attack, although not disarm him. And you can go for that called shot at this time.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
You
Would
can
be
take the
16.
XP for that, and dice percentage.
Okay. That is a 10.
A 10 would be triple damage. However, this is the steel sword.
This will be the steel sword, yeah.
You
Since I
stab
died-
your sword towards this guy's head, knocking aside his helmet. Clunk. Diana, your ordinary weapon did no damage. And this dude grins at you. Bellatrix, you can go for your headshot at this time.
Hey, the fuck, I'm lycanthrope. Okay.
And I really don't have anything that would actually fucking hurt this guy except my...
10. -4, makes it a 6. No hit. And I rolled in the wrong chat, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, the GIF has me. The GIF, actually. It's. Look at that shit. Just look at it. I don't know why the bard does that, but it does. It's actually really hysterical. Okay, I'm gonna take that out just for the sake of it. Okay. So yeah, miss. Okay, Garrick, you've gotten your thing done. Bella, you've gotten your thing done. Diana, you've gotten your thing done. Cleo, you've done your thing.
The
Dungeon
legend
Master.
dude has a second attack.
Dungeon Master.
You are correct, Diana. You may take a 50 XP for honesty. Just a second there. Oof. Yeah, Diana, props for honesty. 7 points of damage.
Yep.
Then I'm safe to assume at this point you have gone below 0 and are out.
-7. Well, no, -6.
-6, okay. This does change things, though, so thank you, Diana. I appreciate your honesty. You will roll for Cleo for the rest of this.
Dungeon Master.
Yes.
Since Bellatrix was there watching Diana and the leaders fight, would she have noticed that hit to the head did nothing?
Give me a perception check with a bonus of 10. Just a 1, not 1, a 20 fails you. That's about it. Yeah, honesty, you noticed.
In all honesty, I still think that even with him not taking any damage, there still would be some form of whiplash. He got hit in the head with a natural 20.
He did. You knocked his helmet askew. That thing got fucked. His skull, on the other hand, is completely impervious to that attack. Literally, your sword stopped. Honestly, I should have made the sword make a saving throw. Regardless. Yes.
Would I, by chance, have noticed the second sword, I believe? No. The main hand sword that Diana was using looked shinier than her second hand one?
You haven't discussed it before, so I'll allow you a normal perception check to see that.
So, Double M, here's a real world example. Say you get hit in the head with a foam noodle full force. You're not gonna get hurt from it, but that's still going to fucking knock your head back. Because you're getting hit in the head. So I don't think just his helmet flying is a...
Dom, under real-world physics, 100%. This is Dungeons & Dragons, where a spell such as Protection from Normal Missiles exists, where such missiles will plink against you and spend their momentum and not affect you in the slightest. Lycanthropy, should this be such a case, functions similarly. Now, abnormal missiles still function as normal. There are ways to hurt lycanthropes even without silver. But in the clear specific case of, nat 20, clunk. If anything, you're the one who should have felt that. It's like, oh, fuck my arm! I put everything I had, and it was like, it's like kicking a wall. The wall didn't give at all.
Dungeon Master. I got a 10.
You got a 10, yes. I'm sorry, Aiden, but you understand why I was trying to answer Dom there and be specific. This is a DM level thing here.
My perception's a 16.
Okay, so you'll have noticed that one of the swords is silvered.
Evading to pick up the sword, dropping my bastard sword.
Okay, well, let me give this guy a thingy. Oh, he noticed. Okie dokie. 1 second here. Not currently playing anything. Okay. Aiden, why don't you go type that out real quick? That is Pally. I need to play that. Well, I want to. Okay. Cleo, you are gonna have trouble, because this dude who just took out Diana, and Cleo, you notice the thunk, too, is going for you. Cleo, you wish to parry unless, Dom, you think you have a better idea, in which case, I'll let you call it. Okay, Garrick evading over to Cleo to ask for healing. Garrick, why don't we first get an initiative roll in here, and then you can dice your evasion. 3. Okay, Garrick, dice your evasion. 1. Okay.
Makes me 2. That's better than nothing.
Better than nothing, yep. Okay, so Bellatrix, you're gonna evade over to the silver sword. You're not gonna be followed, you will pick it up this round. Now, you're a one attacker, you have to evade over to the thing, grab it. You won't get an attack this round, but you can start trying to engage the dude. You understand how that works?
Can I still roll for my evasion, though?
You can roll for your evasion if you like. Nothing's trying to attack you at this time, though, so it's mostly unmuted.
We still have bow fire.
And they watch Garrick rip through their guys. They're focusing fire on Garrick, but alright. Duly noted, your armor class is at that point.
-2.
That reminds me, did I ever give those guys their second? I think I did, yeah. Okay, so yeah. Bow fire first. Oof, 2 hits on Garrick. No, hold on, 1 hit, because your armor class is 1 step better. Ouch! 5 points of damage.
That's okay.
Okay. Now you've got the swordsmen that are also going to be after you, Garrick. We've got Cleo, who's going to go for a parry on this dude here, who's at 1 attack this round. Okay. So let's get you out of the way then, Garrick. That's going to be 2 misses against you. Okay. The swordsmen are in pursuit of you, Garrick, and yeah.
Alright.
They're jeering and calling after you. I won't mimic it at this time because it would be unnecessary. Okay, Bellatrix getting the sword. Done. And at this point, Garrick, you're evading to Cleo to ask for healing, but Cleo, you've got your own problems. Cleo, kindly roll a parry. This dude is going after you next.
15.
15. Okay, Thaco difference of that. Let me just double check this guy. That won't be enough to disarm, I'm fairly sure, but that should parry, but let me double check. So that became a there. You rolled a 15. There's a difference of that, though. So that 15 becomes a that. Okay, you will successfully parry this dude as he smashes his sword into yours. And you knock him off balance for a second and he recovers. Okay, so that is Cleo. That is the boss dude. That is the swordsman. That is the archer fire. That is the 2 evaders. Alright, at this point, Dom, I am letting you decide what Cleo does. Her fate is in your hands. Unless you, like, say, I stab myself in the head, in which case I'll take control back, but I know you won't do that. Oh. Cleo going for an evasion. Okay, Cleo, you may dice your evasion. For 3. Okay, Cleo, you're normally armor class there. That puts you to armor class there. Okay, missile fire comes first. Garrick, I think I forgot the second roll of missile fire against you. I gotta be better about that. Well, that missile fire will be a miss for the first. I still need to do the second missile fire. Okay. So let's see. Bellatrix, you're going to go for that headshot. He's kind of ignoring you at this moment. Garrick going for the sweeping attack, and Diana evading. Well, not Diana, Cleo evading. I need to see here what the leader's going to do with 1 evading, and... Oh, okay. Nope, never mind, Diana. You don't have to worry about this dude trying to attack you. He's going to switch targets if you're going to run. So, Bellatrix or Garrick?
Diana's down.
I know. You know what I mean, Cleo. Even Bellatrix, odd Garrick. Duly noted. So yeah, Garrick, you were going to go for healing, but Cleo had problems, and now this round you're skipping the healing and just going for a sweeping attack?
Yeah.
Okay, duly noted. So, yeah, Garrick, you're going to have... Well, that's a good point, actually. No, I need to reconsider those odds. I'll make it that.
You threw a lycanthrope at our party.
I did. To be fair, I didn't make y'all fight him. Y'all just kind of hang around and got spotted because they rolled an odd 1 on the detection.
I was putting on my armor.
Yeah. You were also up there for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, so... Where are we at here?
Is he on Garrick or is he on Bellatrix?
He's going to be on Bellatrix. He's not going to ignore someone attacking him in favor of someone else. So, these 2 attacks this round. He's going to attack you, Bellatrix, first. Your armor class is normally there. I need to check what he strikes with as that. That plus that becomes a that. That's actually insufficient to hit you. You may roll to hit. Now, you are not proficient with the short sword, correct? So you're actually at a penalty here.
16...
10.
14. Well, first it's 14 and then subtract it's 10.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, first level fighter.
So yeah, 10 at first level fighter is insufficient to hit this dude.
And he doesn't have his helmet no more. So his head's actually one step lower than the rest of him.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So he's over there. And yeah, that unfortunately will fail to hit. Okay. So that is that. I still have his second attack against you. Let's get that out of the way. Oof. 21. That's triple, isn't it? That is triple. Ouch. Okay. Bellatrix, how many hit points do you have left?
How much damage does he do?
12.
I'm good.
Crit. Triple. You're good?
Yeah.
You're gonna need to system shock at least. You don't have 24 hit points.
I asked you how much he did. You say 12.
Yes, he did 12
Then you
points of
say
damage.
24.
No, you do not have 24 points of damage. You just took more than half your hit points.
I'm
So-
asking you how much damage did he do?
He did 12 points of damage to you.
Okay.
So as I was saying, you will need to system shock.
I'm
Okay.
fine, like I said.
Okay. Alright, so let's see. I think that's you for the round. Yeah, because you went for the headshot. He did his thing for you. Cleo evading. Garrick going for the sweeping attack. Garrick, go ahead and roll it.
14 at 4th.
14 at 4th versus a natural 20. That shouldn't disarm you. 14 at 4th. Normally the difference would be there, but there's a difference of that. I need to check. Difference of 4 over there. So that 14 essentially is an 18 versus a natural 20, which has 6 steps, becomes 26. It's 18 minus
This
26.
is the most longest drawn out fight of a party wipe I've ever seen.
I am sorry, yeah, no, that is a natural 20 that does hit that high. Garrick, you are disarmed.
Alright, so we're just dead. Fuck it. Moving on.
I was gonna run this. If you'd like, you can attempt to surrender. I
You
will
just
allow
disarmed the only person I had left.
that. Bellatrix is still alive, no?
Barely. But I have 5 attackers on Garrett, and you threw in a lichen throw.
I didn't throw it in. That was there to begin with.
You still threw it in with the people that went out.
Yeah, they would send
You
the light
threw
counter
a
back.
high-level encounter at 3 level 1.
You all stuck around instead of running. Y'all got some bad luck.
I
I'm
can't
sorry.
run if I don't get dressed.
Technically you can, but I hear what you're saying.
No, you can't. Not when it's armor. If it's normal clothing, yes, you can run and put on your clothes. If it's armor, no, you
No,
cannot.
the point is you could have abandoned the armor if it's like, oh shit, they're coming for us.
Yes, abandon my AC.
It's not the brightest idea, but staying and hiding when most of y'all weren't thieves or had decent thief skills was not great either. I am sorry, I play this legit. Like, if you'd like to be invincible, I don't normally run that kind of campaign.
No, but balanced would be nice.
Again, it's a camp of over 100 people. You didn't need to be up there for 2
100
hours. They
people,
wouldn't have
and you
spotted
send the strongest person out.
yeah, raiding squads will have one leader, usually of decent fighting ability.
This is not a raiding squad, so if they were
So in
raiding,
this
they
case,
would
it's
have
like,
went
oh,
where the
hey,
hell
boss.
they were raiding.
Boss, we see movement over there in the trees. Hold on, what is that? Huh. Okay, play calm. Pass the charisma checks. Yep. 1 second, I got a phone call. Get a party together and go out and greet them. And right at that time, you start crawling down. Give me a second. Okay, mic check. The microphone seems to be working, but now the speakers aren't. I can't hear anything. Interesting.
Ooh.
Alright, I'm gonna try and fix this. BRB, guys. Why is it doing that, I wonder? My headphones are funny, guys. So yeah, YouTube, ouch. Properties, listen, playthrough, headset, apply. Okay, that should work now. Let's test it. Haha, it works.
Shit right now.
Okay, I am back. I can hear and speak.
Welcome back.
Okay, back into business. Actions for the round. Evading away, headshot, headshot. Sweeping attack, okay, just disarmed. Let's see. Alright. Now, as kind of a gimme, does the party wish to attempt a surrender?
Well, I'm unconscious. I don't know what Cleo's doing. Cleo evades, so
So,
it's really up to Aiden.
I mean, either way, we're dead.
I mean, there's a difference between, okay, you were killed by the bandits, and, okay, you're their prisoners and possibly
He
rescuable.
literally said, "Come out and we'll kill you quickly."
I mean, that is what he said. Fair enough. It's up to you what your choices are here. If you wish to do something special, let me know. Otherwise, I will continue
Fine,
running.
we will try to surrender. But I can almost bet this ends with our death regardless.
Okay. So, Bellatrix, you're throwing down your sword. Describe to me what you're doing here.
Just dropping it.
Dropping the sword and... that's it?
Yeah, that's effectively surrender.
Okay, Garrick, you've already been disarmed. What are you doing?
Well, nothing I can do. I mean, I can evade, but that's about it.
Okay. I was expecting something like, hold on, don't, stop, we surrender. That kind of deal. But guess not, okay.
Typically, when you throw down your sword, the enemy shouldn't be that stupid to not understand that emotion.
No,
if they
fair
are,
enough.
then you did not give them enough intelligence.
No, they got intelligence because they are indeed halting their attack. Okay. Let's see how we're going to handle Cleo. I have an idea. I'm going to need 30 seconds to think. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. Okay, let's get more appropriate music for this. Okay, so, Bellatrix, you throw down Diana's silver sword, and, the lycanthrope, or so you believe. Although, actually, I don't know if you know what a lycanthrope is. Regardless, the leader cocks an eyebrow.
Shouldn't lycanthropy be like a common thing to know?
It is semi-common knowledge, yes. Specifically, yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's fair enough. That is common. Oh, one moment. So he cocks an eyebrow at you. Dom, you were saying?
He either is a lycanthrope or he has stone skin. Either way, we are fucked.
Alright, well. He cocks an eyebrow at you for a second, Bellatrix. Are you saying anything?
Give me a moment to think.
Okay.
We surrender.
I accept. And he holds up a hand to indicate his troops should halt their attack.
Yeah, what's very little of his troops. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right. You. Bind that one's hands behind her back, and you, that one on that one. Try anything funny, and that surrender goes out the window. And at this point, his men will bind you guys' hands behind your backs. Right. See if that one died.
Yeah, okay.
And one of the men will come on over to Diana. Sure, she's still alive, and alright, take her back to camp. We'll question them there. And, yeah, they are going to relieve you of your weapons. As for Cleo, so she is running. She knows when to run and when to hold him, when to fold him, and right now it's folding time. And dude looks in the direction she disappeared in. Tell Max I said hi! And just goes back to dealing with you
Dungeon
all.
Master, does that king with Bellatrix?
Tell Max. Well, yeah, Bellatrix, you know that the Elder's name is Maximilian. Okay, and at this point, Bellatrix and Garrick, you will be captives, kept alive and fed and somewhat healed. Diana will be nursed back to semi-stable condition. And yeah, Cleo runs for the hills. We'll see if she makes it back another time, as we will now shift to a new party, as I did suggest you all do. Okay. Now, should we have you all continue in the north and rescue yourselves, or in a different part of the world?
In all honesty, there is not really a way we can save ourselves in this scenario. We get caught, we're fucked. And I don't think either of us have a character that's sneaky enough to next in line to go through that entire camp and save ourselves without being found.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, the way to salvation would not be one man sneaking into camp and freeing everyone. Okay, I need to write down what you fought though, in case these characters get their XP later. So that's that guy, and
I very much so will be surprised if either of us have a character with enough gold pieces to get a silvered weapon on hand.
Alright, so would you rather start in a different part of the world?
Probably be the best choice, considering if we start in the same town.
Well, it depends on how fast Cleo gets back to base, and then tells them what's going on.
Yep. Because Cleo does have the intel. You said more than 100 up there. She doesn't have all the specifics that you got. Kind of interrupted before that got transferred over, but she's got the basics.
She got the location.
Yep, that's the big one there.
And numbers.
Well, let's see. It's already 9:30. Normally we go to 11. That gives us 1.5.
Can we play the Quintus people?
You want to play those guys? Okay. Okay.
Well, mine's not a Quintus.
The crazy chicks. You know what? I'd say we can do that. Sound good?
Because they're already in the world, and there's not much there to do.
Okay, Corey. I have not done too much work on Corey.
Well, right. You could always just transport us somewhere else.
Oh, no. Y'all get to explore. I have various different side quests all set up that we're going to be popped in here or there or anywhere. I can dip one in pretty quick.
Denalia.
Town music. There we go.
Okay. Excuse me. Give me a moment while I transfer Bellatrix and Garrick over. And then pull out Grass.
Did they seriously private the video? Aww. That makes me sad.
Sadly, we don't get no XP.
Sadly, that is correct.
Not XP, but gold.
Yeah, no. The real treasure was the friends you made along the way, and the 10,000 XP as a dump. So yeah, Clyde is departing from you all in whichever direction you all are not heading. I assume y'all are going to head back to Corey, so I can just quickly get you there and get this thing rolling?
Yeah.
Okay. Then after a few days of mostly uneventful travel, the two of y'all, the psycho checks or whatever you all are calling yourselves, will arrive back at the city of Corey.
Oh, actually, it'd be gross. No, I'll leave it this way.
XP
Heading
calc.
back to the Temple of
Do we
Quintus.
put the fallen people, like, who's been captured in the fallen?
You can put that there if you'd like. It's whatever y'all want to do with it. I occasionally will put an important NPC, but... Okay, you know what? This does bug me slightly. Let me pop Avery off of this thing. Avery, how the fuck do you even see this channel? I told you can't see it. You shouldn't be able to see it.
Well, the thing is, bots can see almost all channels because they have admin permissions.
If you give them
Yeah.
admin permissions. Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. Haha. 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 I am a genius. Okay, give me just a minute. It's probably still not going to work, but I'll try.
Alright, so I don't have Tusk. Okay. I look human, but I don't have Tusk. Okay.
Okay, so let me go
So,
get
it's
my
half worth,
timelines
but
here
it's
sorted.
human. Let's go with, I'm gonna go with human.
Oh, that's right, the
Wait,
bears.
no.
Almost forgot the bears for y'all.
What color hair do I have? Black hair, brown eyes. Okay.
Okay, that's all said and done with. I can take those guys and put them down. Okay, that's crit tables. That's there. Here's Clan Iron Fist. I think I can close those guys out. Y'all aren't in the north anymore. Ah, yes.
Okay. Half work, 411.
Actually,
Brown hair, brown eyes. Doesn't state if it's long hair, though. God damn it.
okay. So that's the north party saved over there. This is the northern party scrap paper. I can close that out and just get notepad open for other party. Scrap paper. Okay, see, if y'all can just send me the basic info, my armor class, my hit points, what I attack as, what I am, that kind of stuff. Aiden, you know the format. You can send it to Dom, maybe, so he can send it to me.
Alright, give me a moment, Dom.
Okay, closing that out, don't save. We can close out the bandit camp thing. Corey. Corey is... Let me look that up, because it's been a while since I've looked at that city, even. Cities, towns, and villages. C-O-R-I. Yeah, Corey is like the second largest city on the planet. Or it's in the top 5 for sure. It has a population of like 120,000 people, roughly.
Is this the holy city of Quintus?
No, this is the holy city of a different god.
Damn.
That being said, Quintus does have a thing there. Like a small, but present temple. I'm just going to slap you all to day 130 if that's okay, just to keep things consistent. Day 130, comma. I'm just going to call this the Psycho Party until we come up with a better name for it.
Yeah, I like Psycho Party.
Psycho Party scrap paper. Scrap patter, even better. So yeah, Clyde has broken off from y'all, so I'll just need your details. And let's see what we got here. Brainstorming. Oh, that could be fun. Ooh, 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 ooh. We should do that. We should do that. Okay, not that one, not that one. Can't do that one, can't do that one. Could do that one. Or that one. That could be fun, yeah. Not that one, not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. So it's that one or that one? Without knowing the details of it, brass or white?
Yeah.
No, no, not that. You. I like that though. That's hysterical. I just realized that. Bronze?
Brass. Brass.
Brass. Okay.
Brass.
I'm like, he says brass, we'll go with brass. I don't know what it means.
No, you don't. The actual answer would very much surprise you. I have a stupid organization system for my different fun projects that I haven't figured out a way to introduce the mead party to yet. So I actually have a naming schema, and I did name it after different dragon types, because I figure if I have more than 11 or 12 of them, I have too many. Ayo! Alright. So, true story, before we go too deep into the cycle part here, you cannot be diagnosed as insane by a physician. That is a legal term. Also, what's the note for DMs about, guys? Like, I'm not saying no.
It's for, like, if what spells we have learned, here's what we have ready to go.
I need perception scores also.
Oh, okay. Well, you didn't ask for that.
That should be included. This way I don't have to bug you every time it comes up. And perception keeps coming up. You know how it is.
What else do I need to put down? Oh yeah, spells prepared.
I don't need to worry too much about your spells prepared at the moment, because those are pretty changed.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's just for when we're not here, though.
Mm-hmm. Well,
It
then
was
it's
nice
like,
to have.
okay, since you're not going to be here, because I assume you'll be like golden and tell me beforehand. Alright. Azuri, I have yours. Grassed, I will need yours.
I gave you mine.
You did? Oh, did you edit your thing? I didn't see it. Yep.
Yeah.
There we go. Man, you have a lot of characters with that strength rating, I gotta say, man.
I actually don't. You
I know,
gave
it's
me
just
the
the
two
ones we
for
see.
the twins because I still had the 10% left over.
You
for
did,
the
and
1
we
point.
weren't sure how we were handling that. Now we are. Yeah. Okay.
But that one was a nat 100, but I had already used the +1 to make that a 17.
Mm-hmm. Hey, just
Or
be thankful
18.
it's not like, okay, you have a 17, you can get an 18 strength rating, but not exceptional.
Yeah.
Because then that's just +1, +2. Although, should we do that? Nah, that's mean. Let the player have a chance. Okay. So, you all have made it back into town, and I'm not just gonna, like, throw this at your laps. You're actually gonna have to, like, figure out what you want to do as players. So, we're gonna call this day 130, 9 a.m., roughly. A few hours after sunrise.
Oh, I'm hungry. What about you?
Okay. I'm not getting food.
Okay.
Looking for the closest inn.
At the closest inn or tavern or other food establishment. It won't take long, you'll find
Yeah.
one. The brown goat.
Ooh.
Write that down, write that down.
I like that name.
I'm actually happy how quickly I came up with that. So yeah, the brown goat. On a scale of 1 to 10, this place is a pretty decent. Not too upscale, not too shabby. And,
How
yeah.
far from the gate is it?
Oh, it's fairly close to the gate.
Alright, this is our... No, it's going to be our locale.
Your locale. Okay, before this comes up, you are towards the west gate. Eating food. Are you all bothering to listen to rumors and gossip? Or just eating?
Sure, I'll listen and
yeah.
gossip.
Rumors and gossip.
I would like to ask the barkeepers or anyone hiring muscle for any work.
Anyone hiring muscle for work? They have those notice boards around town. Some people post jobs there. You could check. I don't know of any myself. And
We'll
yeah,
pay one go for the food.
as far as rumors and gossip, as of day 130, that's actually in Depashed. So, that's in
We're time
Depashed.
traveling.
Depashed, yes! No, it's, Chromite hasn't killed the dragon yet. The Temple of Tehran in Krotoplia was set on fire. That's the most recent thing that y'all hear. Currently suspected arson. Not sure who did it, though. Oh, and did you hear Krotoplia might have done a miscount? Supposedly they said they had 2 million people, but, well, after the horrific events of the Blood Moon, they've got 600,000 alive and only 400,000 dead. Where'd the other million go? Were they bad at counting? Did half the population just disappear? God only knows. Anyway, that means Korea is actually probably the most populated city now. No, wait, hold on. No, we're not. Krotopia is still super densely populated. Let's see, yeah. Let's get some encounter rolls going, see what y'all get. Okay, nothing as you're in the inn. And then, after y'all eat food, you know, standard prices, just, you pay anywhere from 5 copper to however much you want to throw at it, you'll get food.
I threw a gold at it.
You threw a gold at it, you'll get a decent meal. So, what are y'all doing once you're done eating food?
I posted what I was doing in actions for the round.
I see that. I'm making sure that Aiden's okay with that.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Alright. The Temple of Quintus. Okay, Azuri, you're familiar with the Temple of Quintus, of course. Doesn't take you too long to go there. You'll get there. There are a couple guards outside. One of them is leaned against the wall, and he's got a coin in his hand. He's flipping it up and down, up and down. And the other's just looking up at the sky, as is standard for some of the guards here. It's a practice art, you know. These men are actually keeping an eye on everything and anything. The second something pops up, they spring to action, but they look completely out of it.
Going in, I want to find the high priest of this temple.
Right. Well, you go in and for a second, you swear you see the mansion again, and then it fades. It's like, is it non-Euclidean? Damn it, no, this all makes sense. Fuck. That being said, yeah, Grass, this place is giving you a headache. So you know how in most places all the doors are the same height? There's not a single door here that's the same height as the other one. The doors aren't perfectly rectangular either. They're always at an angle or a triangle, or it hurts your head slightly. There are actual pictures occasionally, like there's a certain painting on one wall and it is tilted. Ever so slightly.
Hold on. Can I find any, like, nails and a hammer?
You can certainly ask or search for one.
I'm going to ask if anybody has a nail and a hammer. I have that hang in there poster and that keep beating of the one shot.
Okay. Well,
I'm gonna.
You'll find a cleric or someone who is willing to assist you in getting these things appropriately displayed. Very interesting find. Where did you get this?
In a mansion that was the best place I've ever seen.
Alright, is there at this point you're expounding on this?
Yes, I am explaining everything.
What's your charisma?
My charisma is a 16.
16. Well, yeah, Zuri, you're starting to draw a crowd of priests, clerics, guards, so on and so forth, acolytes that are listening. It's like, wait, really? Hold on. You went around the room in a complete circle twice, and only then did you see the door?
Yeah, it was amazing. It was amazing.
Grass will pop up every so often, you know, giving details.
Okay. Alright, well, yeah, you're all gonna talk, and, yeah, Zuri, the High Priest comes to you all, and he's hanging back listening, and, he waits for you all to finish quietly, before, you know, obviously you'll conclude, maybe you give a full accounting, maybe it's just a brief, but at some point you're gonna finish talking, he'll walk on up.
I should have kept that sword.
Sword. Right.
The cursed one that was heavy.
Really heavy. Long
I
swords
should've
normally
kept it.
weigh less than 10 pounds. This one weighed like 100.
That's actually not all that heavy for someone with my strength rating.
Even then, it's a lot of weight.
Also,
Keep in mind, you didn't want to hold your own longsword out for more than a few minutes at a time as you moved from room to room. Just because, yeah.
Double M.
I would have just drug it though. I didn't have to carry it or anything.
Double M. I hope you do know that longsword, sometimes, like, longswords weigh 3 to 1 pound at most.
Well, if we look at the Dungeon Master's table, sword long weight in gold pieces is 60. That is 6 pounds.
Yeah, but
For the
we
average.
also have to remember these people never actually saw a real one.
Uh-huh. So them swords and sorceries were just as exotic as dragons and women.
That's about right.
That line will never not get old. So yeah, Azuri, the High Priest, will ask for a proper accounting in his office of what you claim to have experienced. And I assume you're going to comply, and Grast will have you there too?
Yeah, I follow.
Alright, so Azuri, you're giving a honest, accurate summary of so on and so forth?
Yes.
Alright, well, in a surprisingly neat script, he has someone there to write it down, and he himself is also taking notes.
I didn't like the dolls.
The dolls.
Yeah, there were dolls that someone took way too much time on. But there were also dolls that accidentally stabbed me in the back. I blew him up with one of Quintus's disco balls.
Ah, the Lord's blessings.
So that little worm that turned into a human and then that gaping maw it had, that one was quite confusing.
So yeah, they'll take they'll take notes and such. And yeah, you're gonna pass about an hour. That they'll get y'all some refreshments, but y'all already ate, so it's like, oh, take a little sip, be polite.
Suki called it a house of 1,000 rooms. We actually did go through 1,000.
Interesting. And yeah, they're getting every detail they can out of y'all. And yeah, Grast, they'll say they'll note this down. They'll ask, of course, where is this place?
And
Right when we went, if I remember correctly, Double M, you can tell me if I'm wrong or not. When we walked out, it kind of just vanished. Correct?
Yep.
Don't know. It vanished. I think Spooky made it poof, so it might be hard to find. But for all I know, that might be a challenge for you.
If y'all can find it, and y'all can kill that ghost, perfect place to build a temple. Like, that will be the
That would be
best.
the new Holy Land if it truly is that powerful.
Well, I mean, you'd have to fix some of the rooms that had the beds broken in it. But I mean, yeah, it was a nice place.
Azuri, we will keep our ears open and our eyes, but it's possible you are bound to this place as you experienced it. Should you ever encounter it, note the location and report it to a temple immediately.
Will do.
To that end,
the treasure at the end in the last room? Yeah, no, that's not a treasure. That's a death trap.
Yeah.
A red floating skull was quite interesting to see. Was his name Jerry, by the way? I forgot.
Grass,
Yeah,
the thing possessed Jerry and made him fight y'all, and it had 100 hit points, but y'all killed it.
I didn't like Jerry. Did Jerry ever tell us where his family was so we can at least tell them that he's dead?
Nope.
No. His wife's name is Beth, and that's about it.
Oh well, not our problem. And Grast is looking directly at Azuri's ass while talking. Not looking at anyone else, just looking at that ass.
Okay.
She has a really nice compliment.
Well, yes, sisters... Grast, I do not believe you are a sister of the temple, but you can be honorarily considered one for this purpose as you experienced this. That may have been a direct gift of Quintus himself, given to us mere mortals to confund us with. I know not. Regardless, it is certainly an extraordinary find. Should you find it again, let us know immediately.
Alright.
Will do.
And to that end, I, of course, give you freedom to search for it as your leisure, at your will. Now, was there anything else?
Looks at Azuri. Well, looks up at Azuri.
If I remember correctly, and Aiden, you can tell me if I'm wrong, you did say, if I remember correctly, you did say something along the lines of wanting to see what Quintus was all about.
I did say that.
If I... Azuri will bring up the fact that Grast is interested in our Lord Quintus.
Ah, well, very well. There are sermons you may attend. There is a prayer service ongoing at 3/4 hours past midday.
Okay. And again, she goes back to looking at Azuri's house.
You all are welcome to spend at the temple, tithe should that be your thing, and yes, get out of my office. He laughs, and you're not certain if he's entirely serious about it being a joke.
Dungeon Master, what is the door made out of?
Wood.
How thick of a wood does it look like?
Normal door thickness wood? I don't know. This is an abnormal temple.
Grast will walk through the door.
Through the door. Like, as in you're going to attempt to walk through a closed door?
Like the Flintstones, you know, yabba dabba do, and then they just leave that imprint in the door.
Okay, Grast, you're gonna hit your head on the door and give yourself a concussion.
Well, I asked you how thick the door was.
I don't know, man. Just go through the door like a normal person, come on. I know,
We-
when in Rome.
We're in Quintus's place. I'm completely crazy. He said get out of his room. So,
Alright, you'll force the door open as you do it, come on, man. There's a difference between insanity and chaos. And that is taught as well.
and technically I am chaos, so. I am chaotic.
Okay. So anyway, the point is y'all are out of the office at this point, thank God. What are y'all doing at this point?
Looking for work.
Looking for work. Where are you looking for work? Let's pop you over to that time of day.
Aboard. Someone hiring out. I don't know. Anything, everything.
It's out into the city.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 90 is not an encounter in the city. If you had a 90% chance of encounters, you'd get nothing. Okay, so at this point, y'all are looking around. You'll find one of the various notice boards work, and yes, help wanted. Adventurers needed to assist in clearing a dungeon. Contact blah 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 at the blah 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 inn for details.
How about this? They already
Okay.
cleared a dungeon for 1,000. Well, no. What do we call that dungeon? Would I know that's a dungeon?
You could call it whatever you want.
Well, I mean, we already cleared out one place that had 1,000 rooms. This should be easy. Dungeon Master, we shall go here.
Okay.
To blah 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 in with
Blah, blah,
go
blah, blah.
at
Yeah.
blah 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 time.
Yes. Okay, so the actual inn's name is not the Blah Blah Inn. It is the Broken Wagon. No, that's too close to that.
I'm totally going to call it the blah blah inn.
Okay, you can do that. It's the Grey Tabby.
No.
Grey Tabby Inn. Yes, it is the Grey Tabby
Ah,
Inn. That's not actually why it's called that. I was looking for something on my desk and I saw a gray bag. It's like, okay, gray, and then I went over to my cat. It's like, gray cat, Grey Tabby. Grey Tabby Inn.
This is totally a chain now. Mead's Inn has just been called the Grey Tabby, and the barkeep is just multiple clones of a core Mead.
So yes, the Grey Tabby Inn. You're looking for a Christopher Walton.
Christopher Walton.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna call him Bucket.
You crazy people.
Alright, have we walked inside?
So yes, you will be able to walk inside.
Alright, which one of you fuckers is Christopher Walton? What kind of fucking name is that? Who is Christopher?
Alright. Sitting in the corner of this establishment, currently in what looks like to be a game of cards with a couple women and another man, looks up is a human, male, middle-aged or thereabouts, black hair, black eyes, and he is wearing normal clothing. He has a long sword sheath at his hip. And he's looking both y'all up and down. And he goes back to his game.
Alright, so I'm going to take it no Christopher Walton here, the one who posted this post for people to join on a dungeon hunt.
He's over there. And one of the patrons points you at the dude in the corner, and Christopher, because of course it is him, looks up and flips the guy the bird.
Alright, so you're the fucker. Okay.
Hey, Christopher, do you mind if I call you Bucket?
Are you all yelling this at him from across the tavern, or what?
Yeah.
I am.
Okay. So at this point, the barkeep stands on up. The dude is about 6'8", a pretty average-looking thing. You do notice he has this impressive club in his right hand. I'm going to have to ask you two ladies to lower your voices and behave in an orderly fashion.
Well, I don't know about you, but this one, and I'll point out Azuri, good luck with that.
If you can't contain yourself, there is a rat den down the street.
What is a rat den?
Well, this here is a fine establishment where gentlemen go to eat and drink, and ladies as well. And we support that environment. A rat den's a place where the rats go to piss themselves drunk.
Well, I don't drink, and I don't piss myself to drink. So, I mean, that sounds like a place for you. I'm going to go talk to that man over there about a job. And then I turn and just walk over to him.
Alright, Zuri, you're following?
I think the Christopher dude was the one with the club, correct?
No. The dude in the corner with the black hair and such. He's got a beard, too.
Oh, I'm going to walk over to the dude with the club and outstretch a hand. Azuri Korvoth, cleric of Quintus, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Get the fuck out of my end. We don't want your kind here. Get out right now before I call the guards.
For what?
Cleric of Quintus, get the hell out of here.
They haven't done anything wrong.
Every time a cleric of that fucker shows up here, something gets broken, bleeds, or burnt down. No, get out.
Trust me when I say this, I have no intention to do that. The most that you will see me do is call people Bucket and laugh a lot.
What's your charisma?
She doesn't really do anything.
16.
I put some of my highest scores into charisma and comeliness.
Dude's expression softens for a second. He raises the club warningly. You try anything. And he lets the statement hang and goes back to the bar to serve the next customer.
Duly noted. And Azuri's going to go back over to Grast.
Alright, so Grast, you walk on over to the table here. And, yeah, they're playing some version of Go Fish, essentially.
You're hiring?
I am. What are you supposed to be?
I'm a warrior.
Alright. And her?
Outstretching my hand once again. Cleric of Quintus, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, gods.
She's quite tame.
I'm grinning like a madman, by the way. This entire time.
Right. Well, I am Christopher. And I was hoping for people with more subtlety, but apparently you're the sanest people I got other than these three. Alright, hold on. Anyone got 4s? No? Okay. I take the pot then.
Sanity is in question. I mean, we just
I have a 4.
You have a 4?
I have a deck of cards.
Yeah.
The dude starts laughing at your comment. He's like, "Alright, girl. Maybe you're not too bad. Okay, here, come, take a
Well,
seat."
considering the hellhole we just came out of, yeah, she's quite tame.
Hmm. So you have experience, I take it.
Speaking of which, Double M,
Mm-hmm.
since you have given me the permission to giving Quintus the holy warrior, well, the holy symbol, I had it as I was thinking a deck of cards. Because a deck of cards is probably the most chaos you will get. For example, scientists have stated that if everybody on Earth 5 times a day shuffled a deck of cards, it will take them 2.5 million years for 2 people to get the same sequence.
Mm-hmm. Theoretically. Or it could take 2 minutes if you get unlucky on the first day. But yeah. I
Yes, but
accept this.
chaos.
A deck of cards. Let me write that down. God's List. Quintus. Do I have his holy symbol? Oh, I actually had his holy symbol already as dice. How did I forget that? You know what? I'll do dice or a deck of cards. Yeah,
Because
that's right.
I did ask you during the one shot, hey, what's Quintus's holy symbol? You never told me. You gave me
Well,
permission to do
I
it.
gave you permission to do it. You can have dice or a deck of cards, or both. The rules are
Great.
kind of lax at that temple.
I am fine with that.
So I see that Grast is typing, and I'm willing to let you type before I start with Christopher's sales pitch. It's taking a second. I'm expecting a big thing. It's been an interesting night. Let me go note this down in Corey. Cities, towns, and
Wait,
villages.
it's going to
Corey.
be a very interesting night.
Corey. Where are you? Fork, Corn Guard, Dry Safe, Corey.
I do feel like the mansion of 1,000 rooms does deserve a Legends of Lore now because one of the temples of Quintus knows of it.
That would be more of a rumors and gossip deal, but yeah.
But
Legends
yeah,
and Lore is off
rumors,
world.
rumors and gossip. But yeah,
But then again, maybe not. It depends what becomes a rumor and what doesn't. It's certainly fantastical enough, but we shall see. Vi is still typing. Aiden's still typing here. I'm going to delete those dice rolls just to keep the thing pure. It doesn't matter at this point. What is your charisma, Grast?
10.
Yeah, you broke him for a second. What? Oh. Okay. Alright. Okay, experience. Alright. Well, I've been in the game for a bit. I've had my fair share, which is why I'm now leading these expeditions instead of following. So here's the deal. I have located a interesting ancient tomb that is rumored to contain a fair amount of Jesus Christ. No, he doesn't actually say that. I don't have Jesus on my world. But yeah, similar explanation. So, rumored to contain great sum of treasure, looking to recover said treasure. There might be magical artifacts, which I will lay claim to. I am interested in magical artifacts. So, the way it works, I found the place. I'm going to take a finder's fee of double a share, and everyone else gets 1 share. Sound fair to everyone here at the table that's interested?
If there are any holy items of Quintus, I call dibs.
Of religious order, I don't care. I'm talking of powerful magical nature.
Would Holy Avengers be known as being a cleric?
That's a holy blade. That's more of a clerical than magic user. But at the end of the day, it's technically neither. Regardless, it's of the order, then by all means, I won't fight you on that. I know better than to piss off the religious institutions of the world.
I don't care as long as I get paid and kill stuff.
As long as you kill the right stuff, you'll get paid. Yes, obviously such temples will have, well, tombs really, will have plenty of guards of one form or another. Monsters, creatures from the deep, I'm not entirely certain.
Hey, E, do you think we'll run into one of those creatures that came out of the ceiling with acid?
Probably not, but yeah.
That was actually kind of fun.
By the way, be careful. Apparently there was these giant, like, spider things that dig tunnels through with acid. They were really weird, and it almost killed one of our old companion, who was a centaur.
I mean,
Yeah,
I saved the bacon. I split it in 2.
I think he had a kink for smaller women, but let's not talk about that.
I'm amazed that somehow that's where you draw the line, but okay. Well then, let me see if I can gather a few people. We can meet back here in 3-4 days' time for an update on the status of this expedition. I've arranged for a couple wagons, horses, munitions, supplies.
How many gates are in the city?
There's the one big wall on the outside. Why?
Well, no, the player.
Oh, yeah, there's a single wall for the city. There aren't more gates.
Well, I'm just asking, are there any gates going in any of the other 3 directions?
Oh, yeah, no, there's north, south, east, and west here. Although the south and east are closer together than they are to their respective things. It's not like a compass where it's said to be absolute north, absolute south. You know what I mean.
What gate are we going out of?
We will be heading out of... One second. I had a map around here somewhere, but it's an old map anyways. We're going to be heading towards Dry Safe to the west. I'm sorry, east.
Ah, okay.
And from there, we're going to be veering a bit southward. It's a bit funky, because we're going to have to trek through a fair bit of wilderness. And we might see the tip of the Red Desert, or potentially not.
Alright. Dungeon Master, the place we enter, was it an inn, a tavern, like what?
The place you entered? What do you mean? It was an inn.
Okay,
Yes.
so there's... Okay.
The Grey Tabby is an inn, not a tavern. The difference being that inns usually have rooms for rent, taverns do not.
Tavern and inn's kind of interchangeable. They're both the same thing.
I suppose, yeah. So, y'all are, I'm going to assume, as the Dungeon Master here, going to try to rent rooms, that kind of stuff?
1 room.
Okay. Well, you both are chicks, so I don't have to worry about pregnancy rolls, I assume. Assuming that's where this is
No,
going.
nothing like that. 1 room, one of us can sleep on the ground. It don't matter.
Sadly, since we did not get any gold, I am now penniless after...
Ooh.
And I will inquire about how much a room is for them. How long are we gonna be here?
3 to 5 days, but you could check by every day. I'm going to be here at this table, taking interviewees at the scheduled times. I'm thinking maybe a smaller group. Grast? Yeah, you're familiar with the city. You are from it.
Hey!
Do my parents live here?
Grast, you're a half-orc, yeah?
Yeah. I have at least one parent, and I look human, so I'd have both a mom and a dad. Me.
Without getting too deep into the oh, definitely not. Nope. Maybe you moved here yourself to get away from them. Maybe you moved here to spread your wings. Whatever the case, they do not live in the city.
Do I have a what?
Hey, Christopher, do you mind if I tag along with these interviews?
No battery. No
Yes.
battery.
I mean, if they don't like being in a party with a Quintus, might be a little bit difficult. Just a little bit.
I'll warn them. I'm also not certain if you're coming with. I'll let you know once I see what I have.
Well, if she don't go, I don't go.
I mean,
Okay. Acceptable to me.
Heal, I can heal. I can fight. I can cast spells with my mind.
So if I'm from the city, does that mean I have a house?
It means you live in the city. I don't know if you got a house. Let me check.
I have to have something.
Not necessarily. You could just be a wandering adventurer. You know how they do. That being said, you were at one point renting a room at a place. You don't own a place.
Where was I renting this room at then?
Somewhere in the city. I haven't figured this out, man. I'm making this up on the spot. But you know what?
Well,
I'll give you a gimme. You've paid up for the end of the month. So you've got, what is today? 30? They go by 30-day months. So you've got until day 150 till the lease expires, basically. Assuming that, you know, you get to keep your deposit.
Okay.
So yeah, it's just a simple one-bedroom type of deal. Probably in someone's attic or basement type of deal.
Alright. I can live
So
with that.
basically a duplex.
More like a basement apartment. Like, this place isn't quite NYC levels of packed, but yeah, the people here looking to make an extra coin could rent out a single room. That's the thing they used to do.
Oh, they still do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. I'd rent out my other kidney if I could.
I mean, your kidney can go up for sale in the black market for like over $2,000.
Yeah,
Kidneys
no,
are
if
worth
it's not
quite a
six
lot.
figures, I'm not losing a kidney over it.
Like everything in your body can actually be sold for over $2 million on the black market.
Uh-huh. Getting back on topic here. So yeah, Grass, you do have some room. Granted, that's not food. That's just literally board, and they warn you don't get your deposit back if the place is trashed. You know the deal.
Yeah, that's fine.
For purposes of both recordings, that is a joke.
Mm-hmm. Yes, for legal reasons, that was a joke.
Even though it's quite...
I feel burnt out right now. Should I take like not a smoke break, but should I like get up and stretch for a bit and keep going, or do you want to call this here?
Go stretch.
Go stretch? Okay. I'm gonna stick around in voice though. I have wireless headphones, so I can do that. Ugh, yeah. Okay. I need to think of
I will
also.
say the second Azuri and Grass leave, Azuri, while the door is still open, is going to yell, "We'll send you a postcard!" to the owner.
Duly noted. Ugh, okay.
Yeah, I guess just grab some. Actually, no. We'll just go back to my one room and hang out there, I guess. Unless there's any day jobs we can do.
Well, there's
certainly jobs up in the city.
Well, you said you wanted to go to the sermon. That close, I think.
Alright. I am back, like, proper now. So, okay. Yeah, he said he's interviewed y'all. Essentially, you've mentioned relevant work experience and capabilities. He's considering y'all. Oh, boy, he's gonna have to be desperate if you're his only option. Y'all did not do a great job selling yourselves.
I wasn't trying to sell myself. I was just telling them flat out this is what we did.
And what you did was insane. See, most neurotypical people would be like, oh, hey, I'm just going to bury that in a box and put that box in another box and put that box in a bigger box, mail it to myself and smash it with a hammer and forget about it.
I mean, I did say that I can do a little bit of everything. I said I could heal. I said I could cast spells with my mind. I said I could fight.
Okay. Well, at this point, Christopher's like, alright, so I'll let you know in a couple days if I haven't found anyone better. And, yeah, you know where to find me. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Otherwise, go fish, gentlemen.
Gentle women.
Yes, he actually just
Alright.
sighs and ignores you.
Okay, so I guess we'll just do a little mini 5-day time skip.
Okay. So, yeah, 5-day time skip, essentially. What is the party doing during this 5-day time skip?
Sermon is definitely
Sermon.
up there.
Okay, the sermon. Anything else of note?
Looking for some day work in the city to earn some coin.
What kind of work are you looking for?
Anything that's hiring for people for a day or two.
Hiring people for a day or two. Okay, there are like some shops or stuff I could use laborers. You know, pick up this shit, move it over there, load and unload
Yeah,
the wagon.
I can do that.
Yeah, like assistance with that kind of stuff.
Alright, 5 copper pieces per day. That's your wage.
I'm fine with that.
Alright.
That's enough to get me food.
That's a silver piece, ain't it?
5 copper pieces per day is not a silver piece. 2 days is a silver piece.
I mean, that's enough to get me food.
I thought 20 coppers make 1 silver.
No. 10 coppers to a silver, 10 silvers to an electrum, 2 electrum to a gold, and 5 gold to a plat. Take out the gold piece and it's base 10. Like, pretend the gold piece didn't exist. It's 10 electrum to a platinum, 10 silver to an electrum, 10 copper to a silver. Pennies, dimes, dollar bills.
10 coppers to 1 silver. 20 silver for 1 gold.
Yes.
I don't deal with electrum.
You don't deal with electrum. Well, honestly, I try not to deal with gold, because everything's in base 10, and then there's the gold. It's like, hi, I'm base 5 and base 2. Like, technically I'm there, but I'm also being annoying. You have the pennies, the dimes, the dollar bills, the $2 bill, and then the $10 bill. The money system is literally...
So we got this job for 2 days or 5 days?
No, you're checking back every day, yeah?
Yeah.
So the point is that $200 shouldn't be there. That's the annoying part. That's the gold pieces. Because everything else is nice, solid base 10. And then it's like, what? 200. Anyways, back onto reality. So checking back every day. The first couple days are going to be fine. Since it's a time skip, you know, I'm just going to check. I'll give you a 1% chance of an encounter 1 check per day. Okay. Nope. Nope. Okay, so the first 2 days you can get a silver piece for that. And
okay.
Just for the sake of easy numbers. Okay, the next 2 days, that's another. So in total you've earned 2 silver. My bad, 4. 2 silver pieces. Jesus Christ, I cannot talk. And on that 4th day, Christopher will say that, regrettably, there seems to be a shortage of applicants when you check with him. So, he's got you two. You say you can heal, Missouri?
I can.
Okay.
You can.
Grass, you say you can fight?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and then I can lead. And Grass, you'll fight, and Missouri, you'll hear. And that means that we'll split the treasure up into 4 shares. I'll take half, you guys get the other half, basically, as per our agreement.
Okay.
And likewise, I get first call on any magical items of significant importance. If it's a sword of the 2nd order, I'll let that slide. I'm talking about more specialized items. Capiche?
Specialized how?
I don't know if you're very familiar with the mystic arts, but it would be hard to explain. I'll let you know. I'll be fair about it.
You're one of those magic men, aren't you?
Damn, I must be getting slow in my old age. You caught me.
If I am meant to protect you on this, just be honest.
Okay, I am a sorcerer. I do downplay it when I can. Before you ask, no, I cannot train you, and no, I will not train a Acolyte of Quintus. I know the value of my own head.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about that with her.
Very well. Well,
If
you'll
there's
set up.
any magic heavy armor, I got that.
Agreeable. I do have a suit of plate mail, but it's on loan to a friend.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. My phone died.
Rip. Okay, Zuri, how much
Rip.
did you miss?
I got to the point where Christopher said, "We'll ask Grast if they could fight."
Okay, so basically, to give you the Cliff Notes version, Christopher confesses to being a sorcerer. He will not train you, Zuri. He will refuse outright.
Aww.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he's interested in very specialized magical items, so if there's like a magic sword or heavy armor that Grass could use, sure, fine, I don't care. Other than that, 50% of the treasure goes to him, 25% to each of you.
That's agreeable.
I'm fine with that.
And we shall set off promptly. And yeah, he
Let us go.
has indeed purchased a wagon drawn by camels. It's possible
Yeah.
we may end up going into the desert, and the beasts will serve us better there.
Nice to see. Well, I'm paid up for the month. So.
Alright, so assuming you all are ready, I brought a couple munitions and supplies, but it's mostly just some daggers, rations, bandages. I was
That's
expecting
good.
a larger group, so we'll have to make do.
Let us be off. Will you be driving or will I?
I think, Grast, I'll let you drive. I'll be in the back, or... Yes, I'll be in the back. Azuri, why don't you take the front and center, the buckboard as well?
Okay.
Just so you know, you will tell me where I'm going.
Mm-hmm. Oh, don't worry. When we get to the off-roading, I'll be able to direct you.
Okay. Off we go, Dungeon Master.
Yes, off we go. I'm gonna have to figure this guy's spell slots out. I did not have them figured. Well, I mean, I know his slots. I just don't know his spells yet.
You want to take a moment to
Mm,
get that?
maybe. It depends on if stuff happens.
Can I get a break in the thing? In formations?
Sure. 1 second.
uh,
And yeah, Christopher is spelled with a K for what it's worth. See, I'm gonna need a minute anyways to do this. Okay, what do we got there? Terrible, nope, maybe.
Psycho
Yes
party.
on those, really. Damn, he has
Yes.
some crappy things. Yeah, no.
I hate to say it, we're not going to have a night watch. There's just not enough of us to do it. It'd be funny if Mead ends up rescuing the Northern Party.
That would be interesting.
Oh yes, Mead's going to find his way up north. I'd love to see it.
Well, he might, depending on which way he has to go for the orcs.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I mean, Vasa might be going that way,
Mm-hmm.
but that's depending.
Give me just a minute here, I'm sorry.
Also, Double M. I don't know what you expected when I said that I think Clyde might have a kink for shorter people, but we're not going to talk about that. I'm causing as much chaos as humanly possible.
No, you're playing your thing very well. 1, 2, 3, 4. There. Okay, good.
I haven't decided their quirk yet, though. I need to think about that. Except for being mentally insane.
Okay, so I messed up that because this should be. Where is that? Nope. Damn it, I fucked up. Big league. God damn it.
How'd you mess up big time?
Just give me a minute. Fucking hell. I'm just gonna wipe that. Okay, that's good. That's good. Yes, yes. Yes. Yes, yes. Okay. Onto there. I'm sorry, guys. This should not be taking so long. I was
No,
not
take your
prepared.
time. I'm looking at characters.
Yay.
I'm getting character art.
Okay, so I can't have one of these because that's the wrong level. So instead, I'm gonna do. I need to check this one again real quick, but I think I know what that is. I need to read up on that. Okay, I have him ready in terms of spells. How we all doing? Night watch not happening. We good there?
There's only, yeah.
Yep.
I mean, there's only 2 of us, so there's no way we can do a night watch.
Mm-hmm. You stay up for 4 hours, and you stay for 4 hours, and then you can both be at limited capacity in the morning.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, cleric, do you have any defensive magics? Since I assume you know you're discussing this with the dude.
Tom?
Damn it, I think she fell asleep.
Sorry, I zoned out for a second.
Do you
Sorry,
have
no, I zoned
defensive
out
magics?
for a second. Zuri has a few.
Be sure to employ them when we make camp. I'm more of a specialist. Not offensively. 30 minutes left of session. 1 moment.
I thought we go to midnight.
Normally we do, but I'm probably going to call it at 11 because I'm very tired.
Alright.
Normally we stop at 11 and kibitz till midnight anyways, and that's probably what will happen here. I just need to do this on my phone real quick. Clock out. And damn, I'm only at 68%. Done. Okay. My phone is not charging right anymore, and that's annoying. Okay, it's charged. Alright. So that puts his armor class there. Okay. Well, I think the bot gave up and that it ran out of stuff to talk. So, yeah, travel time. No, I'm not gonna do that. Okay, so it will be, let me get over to Psycho Party, day 135 at about 9 or so in the morning, a couple hours after dawn, you all meet up at the inn, and, dude's there, it's just gonna be the three of you, apparently. And, yeah. He's gonna suggest that we can head out once you all are done eating and so forth.
Do
Okay. Anyway, dude has an old copy of the map, so I'm not even gonna bother posting it. And he's clearly scribbled on it at some points to indicate roads that he knows exists, and there's things crossed out. It's a mess, but he shows you roughly the course to chart. And says that the distance is believed to be about 8 miles till we hit Dry Safe. That's one of the last cities, well, it's town actually, before we hit the desert. From there we head south, and I'll cover it from there. So 10 miles, I figure that we can do that today. Let's go for about 2 miles per hour. I don't want to overwork the beasts. A bit on the slow side, but... Okay, let me kill that. So alright, y'all will set on out. 2 miles per hour, 10 miles roughly is 5 hours of travel. Nothing once y'all's asses for the first 3, 4, 5 hours of travel. Alright, updating timeline. Alright, so after the first 3, it's of course lunchtime. The party's gonna stop for lunch, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so he brought some rations, and you all have your own rations. You can choose if you want to have one of his or whatnot. Do let me know, though, and mark off your rations if you're having your own.
I'm having my own.
Missouri?
I'm having my own.
Okay. Well, Christopher eats one of his, and y'all continue onwards. So let me just double check the distance. Yeah. So after about 4.5 or so hours of traveling, you'll make it over to the town of Dry Safe. Aptly named so because it's one of the last safe towns before the dry desert. I see the loading. It must be a very high quality picture. Ooh. Pretty. Okay. So, yeah. So at this point he's going to recommend, it's already midday and we'll have quite a few miles ahead of us. We're going to take the road south, then we're going to have to veer off at west once we've taken it south far enough. So we'll spend the rest of the day here and continue south, well, yes, south tomorrow.
Okay.
Alright, so he'll go over to an establishment and he's telling y'all that he's going to buy his own room, and y'all are good for yourselves.
Do you want a room, or do you want to bunk with the wagon?
Jesus, I need to, like, shit really badly. I just realized I've been sitting here putting it off. I'm going to go do that. Apologies for the TMI.
Dom? Dom?
Hmm?
Room or with the wagon?
Room.
Room? Okay.
Mic check. Okay, now it's working.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out what's wrong with my headphones. That's annoying. Okay. So, party's course of action at this time.
We will take a room.
Okay. Well, dry safe rooms are standard prices, so yes, your employer has one for himself, and after securing room, he'll set up with a deck of
And
cards.
standard prices is what?
1 second, please. Price list. Spell components, drinks, food, Misc City. Okay, for a 1-bedroom, that is 2 gold pieces. Okay. So, where was I? Yeah, your employer will set up with a deck of cards and start talking to some of the locals, asking about rumors and such. What are you all doing?
You never told me the price of the room.
1 gold piece.
Gold pieces.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, you said okay.
Is there a... I'm being nice. Shh. Y'all are gold poor.
Yeah, we are. Guess eating a ration and then on. How late does it feel?
Oh, not late at all. It should only be about... Yeah, it's like 2 or 3 in the afternoon.
Oh,
Afternoon's yours if you want it. I won't need guarding over here.
then go out see if there's any labor work to do.
Alright, well, it's a town. There should be work of some kind to do. Labor work like that, they'll pay you 3 copper pieces. You know how they are. Cheapskates.
I'm not gonna hassle, so I'll take it.
Alright, so, you know, you do the work, you'll get paid, and you'll come in for a dinner. Azuri.
Would be playing cards in the tavern with anybody who wants to join in.
Alright, well, Azuri, you'll have Christopher with you, and you'll realize he's actually, you know, getting friendly with the locals, visiting, and being all nice, and he's wheeling them for information. And he's pretty clever about how he goes about doing it. It's hard to pick up on at first, but it's impressive.
I don't know if being a cleric of Quintus gives me a better odds at games of chance or something like that, but...
Gives you a better appreciation, for sure. The win rate for the two of you is about the same for what it's worth. Okay. So that's you all for a bit. Let me just check for some encounters. Man, nothing wants y'all's asses. Just a moment, please. Ooh, actually, I do know what this is, and you would probably hate me if I used that, so I'm just going to roll on this table instead, because I'm pretty sure that's beyond the party's capability. Yeah, Aiden, your character will encounter laborers as they labor. It's funny because that's the encounter you got.
Alright.
Okay. Regardless of which, let's see, yes. Let's see if anything else interesting happens. I'm sorry, guys, I'm losing it, and I'm trying here. 4. Okay. The rest of the day passes without incident for y'all. So it's, dinner time in the common room, and, yeah, Grast, Azuri, your employer has offered to cover the cost of your food today if you'd like. Just eat on my dime.
They will accept.
I am accepting. I don't have any money. I have 2 gold pieces to my name.
That ain't no money, that's 400 copper.
Oh, I didn't mean gold. 2 silver pieces to my name.
That's 40 copper. Or my bad, that's 20 copper. Silly gold conversion. You could buy 20 torches, and then you could juggle and earn them back, and then you could buy more torches and juggle them, and then you make a net profit. To be fair, as a cleric of Quintus, that's not too far off from your logic, but yes. What a calm session for the Psycho Party, seriously.
I mean, if you want, I can crank this shit up to 100 real fucking quick.
That's up to you to decide if you want to deal. I get to roll in the nighttime
no.
thingy. You should consider that too, because some of the city watchmen came on in, and they're ordering dinner and stuff and sitting down. And Christopher orders a thing of ale and wanders on over to them and starts talking with them pretty amicably. For what it's worth, because I know y'all love these pointless details that drag session down. Dry Safe's guards just wear plain leather. They don't have any special insignias or thing on their shields. It's a town. The population here is pathetically small, too, for what it's worth. You haven't seen more than a couple hundred people. You have seen, Grast, while you've been working, there are a notable amount of whorehouses.
Tempting, but no. No, thank you. Why pay for it when I have a willing partner at the inn?
Well, I mean, if you're also looking for work, there's something. I didn't realize that note until I looked it up now. That being said, you've earned your 3 copper. You're good for today. Okay, so, yeah, what was that thing? The city watchman, that was that encounter, and searching. Alright, after dinner, what's the party doing? Oops.
What time is it?
It would be after dinner and night's falling, so around 8 or 9 p.m.
See what E wants to do.
And
I am right now to do any of them look like they are of higher standard, as if there's a guard captain?
Yeah, one of them's got a nice shiny helm on.
Damn, I was hoping there wouldn't be. Okay, never mind. I'm not doing anything.
Alright, well, a little bit while later, one of the harlots comes on in, and yeah, this poor girl looks terrible. And somehow this is the best one to go out and try and poach clients. And is the party doing anything with this before I advance time? No? Okay, great. One of the guards is going to go to her with her tonight, and done. That's done. That's over with. So,
Grast picks up Azuri and goes up to their room.
Oh, Zuri being manhandled. Grast handled.
Fun.
Remember, she offered.
Alright, so y'all are going to go to your room and do whatever it is y'all do up there.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all are going to get a restful night's sleep, but it will be without encounters, as day 136 creeps on by, and the sun comes and light shines upon Denalia, and this is still the wrong thing. I don't know why I think that's the right thing. Day 136. That time in the morning, light shines upon Denalia. Alright, I have Christopher going downstairs from his room and, getting food for himself. He's not buying me all breakfast.
We're gonna eat a ration. I don't have any food, well, money except 2 silver pieces, and I
You
want to
can
spend
buy
that on
soup
something.
for 5 copper, and it's stock. It's there. You've eaten it. It's not particularly tasty, but it is filling. But okay, so you're gonna eat that, Vi? Yeah, Vi. Grassed?
I'll spend. Yeah, no, I'll take that. I have no idea what she said, but I'll take.
He ate she's eating a ration.
Then I'll spend a gold and get us breakfast.
Alright, so between the two of y'all, that's an electrum worth of food. That's a decent meal. Alright. Well, not much of interest happens in the inn while y'all are there. And, yeah, once breakfast is done, Christopher will indicate we should load on up, and he'll be backseat driving y'all as y'all continue.
Okay.
And again, let's do it 2, maybe up it to 3 miles per hour. We're gonna have to slow down once we hit the wilderness anyways. The camels won't do great on the rougher terrain of the desert. If this ends up being in the desert. Alright, so the party is, I assume, heading out standard formation?
Yep.
Okay, that is about... Alright, the road should be about 30 or so miles if this map is accurate. This is the point where my information gets very outdated. We'll see. Alright. Anyways, y'all travel for about 4 hours. It's lunchtime. Is the party eating lunch?
Ration.
Right,
Ration.
mark off thine rations. I don't know, nothing wants to attack y'all. Okay, after only a couple more hours, nowhere near the 30-hour mark, the road converges with another road. Like, you're at the right-hand side of a Y intersection, if you will. And,
Wait for instructions.
yeah, Christopher asks you to stop and looks at the road. It's like, fuckers. Well, that makes no sense. Why? Okay, 1 second. Here, pull off to the
I
side.
like things that don't make sense.
Say again?
I like things that don't make sense.
Shocking. Alright, pull off to the side. I need to think. Alright. And he's gonna pull open a book and start reading for a bit, and he's cross-referencing notes. And after about 10 or so minutes, he just asks you to keep watch. Okay. We're looking for a hill with some very specific pattern of rocks on it that, if viewed from above, would resemble a skull. So, it's supposed to be in the desert. About, well, they said follow the road here, then at this point, okay, we're gonna have to make do.
What exactly are you looking for?
Okay, there is a tomb that has treasure in it. That's what we're after.
A tomb of what, though?
Dead people, undoubtedly. These scriptures are mostly unclear. Okay. Brief history lesson. Some few thousand years ago, there was a cult surrounding dragons, and people used to build shrines to worship
You're
them.
going to send us directly into Mead?
What? What the hell are you talking about, Grast?
No,
And
that's
no, I'm not.
That's me. Okay, I was about to...
People built shrines to worship them and lathered these shrines with as much gold and precious things as they could. The dragons, of course, burned and killed them all anyways, because dragons are dumb animals. So, these shrines still exist, and other ancient civilizations found them and worshipped the shrines, not knowing what they were about, because people were very stupid back then. So, some documentation exists of these less old civilizations, and that is what we're currently hunting down. It's a bit of a gamble, but I reasonably suspect this one shrine has remained untouched throughout the years because it was well hidden. On the base of a hill with the rocks that appear as a skull, blah blah blah, miles from this road here, lies a tomb of horrifying things. Supposedly. So, that is what we're after.
Okay.
Now, this is what I'm cross-referencing, because they're stating that the way to know you are the right thing is you are an equal distance between dry safe and morgue. So, where's morgue? We could travel there, then measure the distance, or we can take a rough gamble, because this hill should be bald with no trees or anything, which, if it's in the desert, obvious. I have a means of verifying if rocks on it look like the shape of a skull. So, we're going to take a gamble here, and hope that I'm lucky, and we're going to start heading off-road to the east.
Duly noted.
Okay, so let's go for 2 miles per hour. And we're also going to be looking for oddly shaped rocks on hills. Okay, and at this point, he'll direct you in a rough direction, and, you know, since it's midday, the sun's bearing down on top of y'all, not in front of y'all, because, you know, heading east in the day is annoying. And yeah, party sets off. Man, that's what a waste of a double lot.
Can we call it here?
Yeah, we can absolutely call it here. The next few hours pass without event, and do you want to call it here? I think would probably be good.
Yeah.
Make that there,
Okay.
over to there. I know this session was kind of funky, but I actually had fun towards the end there. Y'all are great psychopaths. Timeline.
Yes, we are.
Psycho party there. Northern party scrap paper. There. Okay, that's timeline done. Chronicling this is going to be fun. Okay, XP calc. Sadly, y'all didn't encounter anything. A harlot and a laborer and some city watchmen, and it's like, I rolled the dice so many times and nothing happened.
PXP.
Yeah, so roleplay XP. I will note that down because you did some good roleplay.
You do gotta admit, we do some fine ass RP as these people.
Okay. Alright, let me kill the recordings.